deep right center field. The 1-2, 2 outs, and runners on second and third. Into deep left field, going back is Finnick. Warning track wall, gone. Strike three, got him on the changeup. The 1-0. This ball is gone off the scoreboard. Patriots win. Somerset!
Hello, Patriot fans. Welcome to the Jewel of the Atlantic League that is TD Bank Ballpark. A gorgeous Friday evening here in Central Jersey. We got a crucial series coming up between your homestanding Somerset Patriots and the visiting Long Island Ducks. Somerset, they bounced back nicely. After losing 4 in a row, they've won 2 in a row, and a huge reason why is southpaw hurler Efrain Nieves. Earlier today, I had a chance to catch up with a stud. The Patriots boast the best record in the Atlantic League, and this southpaw hurler is a huge reason why. Efrain, what's been the key to your success this year? You've been dominant, whether it be as a reliever or a starting pitcher.
I'm just trying to keep simple stuff. Just trying to command the ball, get it in the count, and when I'm ahead in the count, just try to get people out early in the count.
You were in the Frontier last year. Now you're playing with the big boys here in the Atlantic League. What's been the biggest adjustment?
Actually, I haven't done a big adjustment other than change a little bit of the grip and the changeup, kind of make it a little bit more effective. Other than that, just prepare myself to, like you said, to go against the big boys.
Are you proud of this team's perseverance? Had a little bit of a slump, lost 4 in a row, but you've won back-to-back games.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's a great team to play on and off the field. I mean, they're a bunch of great guys, and it just knowing that we don't panic in those situations, just kind of take it day by day, pitch by pitch, and it's just an awesome feeling.
I'm sure a lot of fans are jealous. You went to the Puerto Rico Baseball Academy for high school. Tell us about that experience. You get to play baseball in high school all the time?
Exactly. I mean, it's cool. We get to go to school around from 7 to 11:30. That's high school. And then from 11 to 1 is class, and it's good. I mean, it gives you hand on hand with guys that already have really good experience. So they kind of teach you a little bit their way or what adjustment they needed to do before you actually go into professional or college baseball and have to deal with adversity.
And last one, do you feel like this is a big series with the Patriots coming up? The rival Long Island Ducks is the last time you play them in the first half. You could bury them with a good weekend.
Oh, definitely. I mean, and as far as we know, they have played really good baseball the last 15 games. So we just, like you said, this is our rival, so we just need to go head-to-head and try to take the best of the series.
Hey, continued success.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Great insight and analysis from Efrain Nieves. Hopefully his teammate Mickey Story can pick up right where he left off yesterday. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, we'll have first pitch, and we'll have baseball right here on ESPN.TV. Live from TD Bank Ballpark in lovely Bridgewater, New Jersey, WCTC and ESPN.TV proudly present another production of Somerset Patriots Baseball. As tonight, your Somerset Patriots host the Long Island Ducks for the first game of a critical and crucial 3-game weekend set featuring these fierce rivals in the Liberty Division. Hello, everyone. I am Justin Answell, live from the Fullerton.com press box. Thanks so much for tuning in. A gorgeous Friday evening. You could not picture a better day than this. 72 degrees, sunny outside. You just want to bottle this weather up and keep it forever. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether it be via ESPN.TV or WCTC. We'll see if fatigue is a factor for the first game of this 3-game set. Somerset played extra innings last night, did not get back to New Jersey until 2 a.m. Meanwhile, Long Island, they had the Sugarland trip from this morning to get back to the Northeast, and they had a long flight from the Southwest to the Northeast. They didn't arrive at the ballpark till 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, just 90 minutes before first pitch. Game 1 pitching matchup, it'll be lefty Darren Downs, 2-1, 3.25 ERA against righty Mickey Story. No record, with a 3.86 ERA. I'm Justin Answell. Glad to have Andy Selecki and Mark Schwartz as our broadcast venue producers. Glad to have Dave Raich as our WCTC board op. Thanks so much for spending part of your Friday evening with me. Somerset hit a bump in the road. They had lost 4 in a row, but now they are back on track, having won 2 in a row. I mentioned this is a big series because the Patriots, they're 19-9 on the season. They're taking on the 16-11 Long Island Ducks, so Somerset has a 2.5 game lead in the division heading into this series, and this is the final time in the first half that these two squads will meet. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, first pitch in baseball. Game number 29 of our Marathon 140-game season coming up exclusively right here at SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. It's 90. That's fine. The starting lineups are brought to you by TD Bank. If you want a bank that's a little more human, talk to TD Bank. They treat people well like people. That's why they're open longer than other banks. That's why you can talk to a real person 24/7. So visit tdbank.com. For the visiting Long Island Ducks, 16-11 on the season, led by sixth-year skipper Kevin Baez. Leading off, Felett Lentini in right field. Batting second, Ruben Gotay at second base. Hitting third, Lou Ford at DH. Cleaning up, Tyler Colvin in left field. Hitting fifth, Sean Burrows at first base. Batting sixth, Cody Puckett at third base. Hitting seventh, Mike Blanc at catcher. Batting eighth, Blake T-Cody in center field. And batting ninth, rounding out the order, is Matt Wessinger at shortstop. These 9 gentlemen will face opening night starter for the Somerset Patriots, Mickey Story, 6'1", 185-pound 30-year-old from West Palm Beach, Florida. Throws a fastball, slider, curveball. He's got a good changeup as well. Hasn't had a lot of luck. 5 games for Mickey Story pitched. He's got 5 no decisions, 3.86 ERA. That's very respectable. 28 innings pitched, 27 hits yielded, so a hit per inning. He really pounds the zone. 16 strikeouts. He's yielded just 3 walks on the year, only giving up 2 home runs. Opponents hitting .257. He's one of 9 returning Patriots on last year's team that won the Atlantic League title. Here's the defense behind Mickey Story. Left to right in the outfield, Eggleston, Robinson, Guzman. Left to right around the diamond, Jones, Kelly, Ferris, Fields. And the batter mid of Story is Jovan Gonzalez. Somerset is 6-1 against the Long Island Ducks this season. That means they've already clinched the tiebreaker in the first half. Even if Long Island sweeps this 3-game set, Somerset wins the first half season series 6-4. First pitch from Mickey Story with his vibrant red glove. It's low and away. And officially go time at 7:06 p.m. Eastern Time. We are underway from the jewel of the Atlantic League, the reigning minor league ballpark of the year. The 1-0 to Lentini, hitting .271, but he hits .370 against Pats pitching this year. Knee-high strike to the righty. Count 1-1. Lentini was with the Barnstormers in 2012. He's been with the Ducks the last couple years. 39 years old. He'll turn 40 this summer. 72 degrees and perfect outside. This is the best weather that we have witnessed in the 29 games that Somerset has played this season. And there's been a lot of good games in terms of weather. We've yet to have a rain delay this year. Foul behind home plate. Count balloons to 1-2. Patriots in their home white jerseys. The Ducks are in their road oranges. Somerset had optional batting practice today. Long Island did not take BP. It's one of those show and go, wake and rake type games for the flock. Slider swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice wipeout pitch from Mickey Story, and there's one quick out here in the top of the first. It's 317 feet in the left field line, 315 feet in the right field line, 365 in the gaps, and 402 to dead center field. One out, no one on, top of the first for scoreless. And here comes Ruben Gotay, just signed last week by the Long Island Ducks. Hitting .400 in a small sample size with no homers and 2 RBI. Former big leaguer with the Royals and Mets. Last year played in the Mexican League. The switch hitter will bat from the left side against Story. First pitch low and in, count 1-0. Umpires for you this evening. John Ramsey is the crew chief member. He's at home plate. JB Torres over at first. And Frank Brocato is the third base ump. Three-man crew. The 1-0. Gotay takes a bell tie strike. Count 1-1. Mickey Story, in his last start, had an 8-2 lead, but Somerset ended up squandering that as the Barnstormers scored 9 unanswered runs. That was the first loss of the eventual 4-game losing streak. That 4-game losing streak was tied for the second longest losing streak in the Brett Jody era. And that 4 games is not that long. There's been a lot of success in Somerset. But Somerset has responded nicely, winning 2 in a row. The 1-2. Breaking ball popped up in the infield. Eric Ferris taking 4 steps in on the dirt. Grabs it with one hand. His black mitt, 2 outs. Nobody on base. We're scoreless in the top of the first inning. And here comes Lou Ford. Patriot pitchers have struggled in the first inning. In the last 3 games, the Patriots pitchers have yielded 6 combined runs. Guys like McGregor, Bywater, and Nieves have been getting off to inauspicious starts. But Mickey's looking to flip the script here. And he's got to face, in my humble opinion, the best player in Atlantic League history, Lou Ford, hitting .300 this year. He's a career .342 hitter in 7 years in the Atlantic League. In for a called strike, 0-1 here to the 39-year-old Ford. Former big leaguer with the Minnesota Twins and Baltimore Orioles as recently as 2012. In for a called strike, 0-2. 3 homers and 15 RBI for Ford, who also serves as the hitting instructor. Usually out in center field, getting a half night off at DH. 0-2, 2 outs, scoreless top of the first. Mickey kicks, fires. The 0-2 just off the plate. Gonzalez tried to frame it to no avail. Great crowd on hand here at TD Bank Ballpark. A gorgeous May evening. The 1-2. Fastball off the plate again, 2-2. You've got 287 running parallel to the left field wall. The train tracks that run north to New York City parallel to the right field wall. The American flag whipping beyond the batter's eye in dead center. The 2-2 to Captain Lou. Ground ball on 4 hops to Jones. He bobbles the ball, stays with it, throw to first, still in time. Good composure by Michael Jones. The Patriots defense has been subpar this season, but a good recovery from the veteran Jones. Through 1/2 inning of play, none for Long Island. Somerset, they're coming to bat. Right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
The 6-time Atlantic League champion Somerset Patriots are taking the field at award-winning TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. Enjoy professional baseball, food, giveaways, and affordable fun all summer long with the Somerset Patriots.
It's a slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
I'm what you call a clinical trial patient. This is the bridge that connects the Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital to the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. It's how we link 4 hospitals to hundreds of cancer specialists, and where precision medicine, genomics, and clinical trials come together every day to bridge the gap between cancer and a cure.
Last chance, more like fighting chance.
Robert Wood Johnson Health System, leading the way to health.
Bottom of the first we go. We're scoreless. Here's the starting 9 for the Somerset Patriots. They're led by fourth-year skipper Brett Jody with a 19-9 record on the young 2016 season. Leading off, Trayvon Robinson in center field. Batting second, Aaron Eggleston in left field. Hitting third, Eric Ferris at second base. Cleaning up, Brian LaHare at DH. Hitting fifth, Matt Fields at first base. Batting sixth, Carlos Guzman in right field. And 7, 8, 9 respectively. Yovan Gonzalez at catcher. Michael Jones at third base. And Scott Kelly is the shortstop, rounding out the order. They'll face savvy southpaw Darren Downs for the Long Island Ducks. Downs 6'3", 200-pound, 31-year-old from Lake Worth, Florida. Numbers for Downs on the season. He's got a 2-1 record on the year with a 3.25 ERA. He struck out 27, walked 13 in 27.2 innings pitched. He has faced the Somerset Patriots once this year. Got a no decision in 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. First pitch from the lefty to Robinson, who hits right-handed. Swung on and missed, count 0-1. Trayvon has hit safely in 16 of his last 18 ball games. Good to see him back. This is his 3rd game back after missing 7 games with a left ankle injury. Up and away, count 1-1. Patriots have really been bitten by the injury bug. Brad Snyder's been nicked up with a calf injury. David Vidal's been sidelined with a quad injury. Gonzalez missed some time earlier this season. Eggleston had a nagging hamstring injury. They're slowly but surely getting healthy. The 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Count 1-2. But when Robinson is back in the lineup, it just lengthens it out so much because then you can drop Scott Kelly from leadoff to the 9-hole. And Kelly's a great leadoff hitter, and he'll just serve as now a second leadoff hitter batting in the bottom slot. The 1-2. Low and in, skipping out of the way was Robinson to avoid being hit. This is Darren Downs' 2nd year with the Ducks. Last year he began the year in AAA with the Astros. Then he finished the year with Long Island, went 4-5 in 12 starts with a 3.86 ERA, and putting up similar numbers this year with a very good 2-1 record and a 3.25 ERA. The 2-2 from Downs. Punch behind home plate foul. We'll do it again. Downs' best start in the Atlantic League came against Somerset last September. It was in Game 2 of the Liberty Division Series. He threw a gem. Unfortunately for his sake, he got a no decision, but the Ducks would end up winning that game, so I think that's all that mattered to Darren. He went 7 innings in Game 2 of the postseason last year in the first round, gave up 2 hits, no runs, struck out 7, walked 2. And Mickey Story started Game 2. So this is exactly a rematch from last year's Game 2 Liberty Division Series. Fastball just off the plate, count 3-2. So this is what you want from your leadoff hitter, somebody to work the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom first, we're scoreless. Lefty pitcher, switch hitter batting. That means he's hitting from the right side. Bright white batting gloves for Trayvon. The 3-2 rocket down the third baseline, foul. Past the left shoulder of Glenn Barker, the third base coach and hitting instructor, and we'll do it again here. Patriots had to erase multiple run deficits in each of their last 2 wins. They'd like to play from ahead. It's been a rarity. It was nice to see Mickey throw up a 0 in the first. It'll be a 3-2 here to Robinson. The pitch. Inside corner, called strike 3, and Robinson has some words for James Ramsey. He thought that was a late strike call, and he thought that was too far inside. And he might have a point. He is still jawing at Ramsey as he walks back to the dugout in disgust, twirling his bat. Here comes Aaron Eggleston. Eggleston had a great series against Bridgeport. In the 4 games, he had 4 RBI. Has the 10th best batting average in the league at .303. Tied for the team lead in home runs with 3. Driven in 12 RBI for the 2-time Atlantic League All-Star, the affable veteran. Long set from Darren Downs. The pitch. Up and in, count 1-0. The Patriots began the year 13-0. It was the best start in league history. They've come down to earth a little bit since that electrifying start. Just 6-9 in their last 15 games, but they've won their last 2 after a season-high 4-game losing streak. And I don't think people were discouraged with the fact that this team was losing. It was bound to happen. It was just the way they were losing that was very irritating. Committing an ample amount of errors. In for a called strike, count 2-1. And the errors were coming at the most critical of times. I asked Brett, I said, do you need to call a team meeting to rectify things? He said, no, but I'm going to pull some guys aside to make sure we're maximizing the talent in this team, because there's a lot of it. And I talked to Aaron after the 4-game losing streak. He said, you know what? There's been so much success in the Brett Jody era, I just think we're all spoiled. We were due for a hiccup. This is really just the second hiccup this team has had in 4 years. The 3-1 called a strike, count 3-2. Their longest losing streak was right after the All-Star break in 2013. That was in Texas. And that was more of a factor. Somerset and Sugar Land were battling out in that first half. I think the Patriots won 47 games. The Skeeters won 48. And everybody was kind of moping like, oh, we played so well in the first half and we still didn't make the playoffs. So everybody kind of got down and started feeling sorry for themselves and discouraged. And they just had a dismal road trip to the Southwest. But they turned it around, ended up sweeping the Skeeters. Liner to second, Gotay hauls it in on an L4 putout, 2 away. Bottom first. Nobody on, we're scoreless. They ended up sweeping the Skeeters when it mattered most. They got them in the postseason in the first round. And then they ended up losing to these Ducks in the championship series. Ducks have won 3 Atlantic League titles. Patriots have won the most in the league at 6. Here's Eric Ferris in the midst of a 9-game hitting streak. Average sitting at .320 for Ferris with no homers, and he's second in the team in RBI with 16. 6th best batting average in the league here for the Sacramento, California native. First pitch in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Ferris is a avid photographer. He really enjoys photography in his free time, and he's had a lot of Kodak moments this year. The 0-1. Up and away. Count 1-1 here. I talked to Carlos Guzman, and I said, who's the pulse of this team? He said Eric Ferris. He's always the one leading the charge, dancing in the dugout in the pregame ritual. The 1-1. Doesn't take himself too seriously. He lets his wooden stick do the talking. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2. Guzman should be fresh today. Had a well-deserved day off yesterday. Jody also gave Kelly the day off. And there's so much depth in this team that you really can rest guys. I mean, today they're resting a Big Bopper and Brad Snyder, and they're not going to miss a beat. They've got Vinny Zarillo, last night's hero, on the bench. The 1-2 to Ferris. Fist this one down the right field line. Burrows near the camera well, but it sifts foul. One hopping into the lower bowl. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Scoreless in the bottom of the first here. Darren Downs with the high dark black socks and 3/4 length gray pants against Eric Ferris. You know, Ferris has actually played 5 different positions this year. He's played center field, left field, third base, shortstop, and second. The 1-2. Low and in, count 2-2. That looked like the same pitch that Trayvon Robinson struck out with. So how is that a ball? The 2-2 here with 2 outs. Scoreless bottom first. Can Ferris extend his hitting streak to 10? The 2-2. Little number foul behind home plate. A professional at bat here by Eric Ferris. They are making Darren Downs work. Darren Downs already thrown 20 pitches in this inning. And this is just the 3rd batter that he's faced. Robinson set the tone with a full count. The 2-2 here to Ferris. Pulls this one to short. Fielded by Wessinger, who was a late addition to the lineup, and he airmails the throw into the camera well. That'll be an E6, and going to second on the throwing error is Eric Ferris. The Ducks are the best defensive team in the Atlantic League. That is just their 16th error on the season, fewest among the 8 squads in the Atlantic League. and you really miss Dan Lyons. Dan Lyons was a scratch. At 6:45, I got a notice that Dan Lyons has been scratched and Matt Wesinger's in. I don't know the reason why Dan Lyons was scratched, but Dan Lyons is the reigning Gold Glove Award winner in the Atlantic League. He's the best defensive shortstop in the league. And Wesinger, the St. John's product, replaces him and airmails the throw high. It's tough enough to beat Somerset with 27 outs. You're going to give them free passes and free bases. That's a no-no. Here's Lahair hitting .277, 3 homers, 13 RBI. Lahair's in some sort of groove. Last 10 games hitting .444. Video game type numbers for the former big leaguer with the Mariners and Cubs. That's a 12 for 27 clip. Last night he had 4 hits, drew a walk, and tallied 3 doubles. The 0-1. Pulls an outside pitch to second. Shoot up by Gotay. Slings it to first. Thread over. The 2-out wear by Wesinger proves to be harmless. Through 1, we're scoreless. Second inning coming up right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Somerville Aluminum sets the standard for best in class. For over 3 generations, we've seen products changing, processes changing. What hasn't changed about us is who we are.
From our home to yours, we invite you to explore our new state-of-the-art showroom and visualize your dream. We want you to touch and experience the latest products so you can make the best choices. From kitchens and baths to windows, doors, and siding, we have it all.
Love the way you live. Get 2 great offers to help improve the look and feel of your home.
This is Jersey. Things happen here. A club in Asbury Park became part of rock history. A writer from Princeton penned a story so gripping, it became an American classic. A girl from South Jersey took on the world and won soccer's greatest prize. And every week, millions of winning lottery tickets make people's day and change people's lives. Believe it, anything can happen in Jersey.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team by calling them today at 973-857-4440. That's one call. It'll save you money. We move to the top of the second inning here on WCTC and SPN.TV. I'm Justin Ansel. Picturesque evening on a Friday in central New Jersey. Mickey Story back out on the hill for his second inning of work, facing Tyler Colvin, hitting .217. Just signed with the Ducks last week, in for a called strike, count 0-1. Colvin throws left, bats left, left fielder. Swing and a miss in front of the breaking ball, count 0-2. Mickey's a former big leaguer with the Blue Jays and Astros. Tyler Colvin, he is a former big leaguer with the Cubs, Rockies, and Giants. The 0-2 here to Colvin. Story rocks, fires the pitch. Fastball just below the knees, count 1-2. Mickey Story going all Pedro Martinez on us, using a vibrant red glove. Pedro would always have those kind of quirky leather mitts. Swing and a miss. The slider tied him up. Ooh. The secondary pitches are on for Story. He struck out a pair, 4 up, 4 down for the 30-year-old veteran out of Florida. Here's Sean Burrows, the reigning Atlantic League batting champ, hit .340 last year, edging out Bridgeport's Wellington Dotel. Dotel would end up winning Atlantic League Player of the Year. Burrows just a professional hitter. This guy plays tennis with the baseball. Hitting .281 this year. He's 35 years old, from Long Beach, California. He's got the bloodlines. His father, Jeff, won the American League MVP with the Texas Rangers in 1974. And at a young age, you knew Burrows was going to be a star. The guy won 2 Little League World Series in 1992 and 1993, and he peppers this ball into left field for a base hit. Eggleston takes a terrible route And this ball will scoot right in front of the warning track for a single that turns into a double because it was misplayed by Aaron Eggleston. He thought that ball was slower than it appeared, and it kind of accelerated on him. And Eggleston took a circuitous route, and he ends up having to trace it down right in front of the warning track. It's a one-out double for Burroughs. The Ducks have the go-ahead run on second, one out, scoreless in the top of the second. And here comes Cody Puckett. Puckett has been abysmal against the Patriots this year. 2 for 25 against Somerset. That's an 080 average. Third year with the Ducks, hitting .253, 3 homers, 12 RBI. Punched over from the right side, takes a fastball up. Count 1-0. This is a big series for both teams. Somerset really has a chance to bury Long Island as they have a favorable schedule coming up. And for Long Island, they control their own fate. They're playing the team they're chasing right now. Ground ball off the glove of Michael Jones. It trickles into shallow left field. That should be a base hit. That ball was hit hard, and Jones had a range to his left. Going to third, it's Burrow. Stopping at first, it's Puckett. It is a knock. Jones probably should have had it, but that ball was hit so hard, he was able to at least knock it down. So Burrows could only advance 90 feet. Min on the corners, one out. Scoreless in the top of the second. And here comes Mike Blanc. Blanc really struggling this season, hitting .200, a homer, and 4 RBI. This guy was an all-star last year. He's a big 6'5" catcher, great frame. He was in Double-A with the Red Sox a little bit last year as well. Infield will play back. They'll try and turn to. You can turn to because Mickey doesn't do some ground balls. He's only given up 2 home runs this season, and Blanc's a catcher, doesn't run well. 0-1 count here to Blanc. Burroughs does not run well from third. He's the go-ahead run, the 0-1. Fastball away, 1-1. Scoreless top second, one out, Min on the corners. If you're going to hit a sac fly, it's going to need to be pretty deep to score Burroughs. We saw the game last night end with a play at the plate and give an outfield assist to Vinny Zerillo, who's on the bench this evening, the 1-1. Guzman threw out a runner this past week against Bridgeport. From center to home, in for a called strike, 0-2. That was a 90-mile-per-hour fastball from Story, who was a sociology major at Florida Atlantic University. We'll love a strikeout here. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, knocked down by Ferris. Steps on the second base bag, not in time. Throw to first, not in time either, and a run scores. Ducks lead 1-0. Great job by Eric Ferris just to get to that ball. Kelly was converging as well, so that's why Kelly could not cover second. Ferris backhanded it, then sprinted to second. Puckett beat him to the bag. Then Ferris is like, well, let me still try and get Blanc. And he couldn't get Blanc either. And it looks like Cody Puckett took a funky slide into second and may have rolled an ankle as the Long Island Ducks trainer is out to check on him, as is Kevin Bias. But I just think Puckett got the wind knocked out of him. His long black hair is kind of flowing in the wind. And everybody's safe. It'll be an infield single for Mike Blanc. 3 straight hits off Story. 2 of them infield hits. So the 5th RBI this season for Mike Blanc. Here's Blake T. Cody, hitting .244, 2 homers, and 7 RBI. From Columbia, Missouri, foul behind home plate. Count 0-1. Blake was married in the offseason. Currently resides in Pensacola, Florida. Former big leaguer with the Padres and White Sox. He's a good player. 28 years old, can play defense well, spray the ball to all fields, pulls one down the first baseline, foul. And the Ducks, we've talked about how Somerset's been bitten by the injury bug. Well, the Ducks are without Delta Cleary Jr. He broke his hand a week and a half ago against Somerset when Jeremy Horse plunked him on the top of the head, and he's probably out another 3 to 4 weeks. Delta Cleary's a huge loss. Guy hit over 300 last year. Served into the Patriot dugout. Looks like everybody's okay. Count balloons to 0-2 here to T. Cody, a University of Miami product. When the Patriots swept the Ducks the first week into the season, I thought the Ducks looked really old. And they are an older team with guys like Lou Ford and Lentini and Burroughs. The 0-2. Somerset statistically the youngest team, breaking ball in the dirt, count 1-2. But I was saying, you knew the Ducks were not going to be as poor as they were against Somerset that first weekend. And they started the year 1-6, and they've really turned it around. You know, since that 1-6 start, they're 15-5 in their last 20 games. The 1-2 here to T. Cody. Swing and a miss, overpowering fastball at 89 miles per hour, strike 3. Third strikeout for Story. 1-0 Ducks lead, top second, 2 outs. And here's Wessinger's trying to atone for his throwing error that he committed last half inning. It's just fascinating the way the schedule's kind of worked out. There's going to be so much scoreboard watching after this weekend is done until the first week of July when the first half ends. Everybody's going to be hitting that F5 key on their keyboard. Refresh, refresh, refresh. They want to see what's going on Point Street with the other team. 1-0 Ducks lead, 2 outs, top of the second. Wessinger, the St. John's University product in nearby Queens, New York at the plate, the 0-1. Spins it down the right field line, foul. Count 0-2. So if Somerset wants to win this game, they'll have to look for their third straight come-from-behind victory. It would be their 11th come-from-behind victory this season. It's been a very resilient bunch. I talked to Brian LaHare in the postgame yesterday, and he said it's in our DNA. We're not going to quit. We're not going to give up. The 0-2 here with 2 on and 2 out to the 9-hitter, Wessinger, a 167 hitter. Rips one down the right field line, foul. Wessinger was not supposed to play in this game, but Dan Lyons was scratched 15 minutes before first pitch with an undisclosed injury. So Wessinger has to step in. Ducks have made a couple moves to bolster their roster, like getting Tyler Coven and Ruben Gotay. They had Nate Fryman, who was electric, but then he got picked up by the Red Sox. Low and away, count 1-2. I mean, Nate Fryman was awesome for him. Hit close to 400, had a couple home run, picked up an RBI in all 6 games he played in. But that's what this league's about. It's about getting guys back to where they belong or getting guys to where they belong if they've never been there before. The 1-2. Check swing, yes, he definitely went. Yes, he did, says J.B. Torres. I don't know what Ramsey was waiting for. First off, Ramsey should have rung him up himself. The fact that he needed help was kind of comical. But goodness, thank goodness, J.B. Torres rung him up. All right, Patriots give up 1 on 3 straight hits. They trail 1-0. Bottom 2 coming up here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Welcome to the brand new Somerset Patriots app. What is an app? Everything Somerset Patriots, all at your fingertips. The Patriots My Rewards program. Download this free app today at the Apple Store or Google Play. I might not know what an app is, but this one is really fun.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
From software developers to project managers, Spearhead Staffing can provide a customized recruiting approach for your company's needs, so visit them at spearheadstaffing.com. That's spearheadstaffing.com. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Patriots trail 1-0 thanks to an RBI infield single by Mike Blanc, the backstop. Home half of the second, here comes Matt Fields, who's tied for the Atlantic League lead in RBI with 19. Hitting .253 on the season, tied for the team lead in home runs with 3. He has at least 1 RBI in 5 of his last 6 games, 10 RBI over his last 6 games. Really been producing runs at a rapid rate. But he is vulnerable to the strikeout. First pitch, liner to deep left field. Going back, it's Tyler Colvin, and that'll bang off the base of the left field wall. It's a leadoff stand-up double for Matt Fields. Patriots are in business, tying run in scoring position. Nobody out in the bottom of the second. Look, this is what Somerset does. They give up some runs, and they usually get them right back. Grooving a fastball to the heart of the plate was Downs. And then lining one off the base of the left field wall and playing it off the hop like it was the Green Monster was Colvin. Here's Carlos Guzman. Let's see how the Patriots want to build this run back. Down 1-0. Guzman's job, pull the ball to the right side. You're not going to bunt with an all-star from a year ago. It's too early to bunt as well, in for a called strike 0-1. Jody's not a big proponent of bunting unless it's like a safety squeeze situation or maybe very late in the game. 0-1 here to Guzman. A homer and 8 RBI. You just want this guy to get back to regular form. He was in a terrible drought when he was in a 1-for-30 slide. Then he had a 3-hit game on Friday, and you thought he broke out of it, and then he's 4 for his last 30. The 0-2 to Guzman. Hitting an even 200. The guy hit 276 last year. Breaking ball, foul tipped into the middle of Blanc, strike 3, and Guzman's woes at the plate continue. Guzman and Vinny Zerillo actually have the same amount of RBI. So you wonder if Zerillo is breathing down Guzman's back. Here's Yovan Gonzalez. Gonzalez hitting .271 in the season. Only has 13 hits, but he makes them count. 6 of his 13 hits have been for extra bases. Runner on second, 1 out. Patriots down 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Gonzalez, no homers, 8 RBI, 26 years old from Puerto Rico. Downs, whips, fires. First pitch, knee-high strike, count 0-1. Darren Downs was drafted out of high school by the Chicago Cubs in the 5th round of 2003. Ended up making it to the big leagues in 2012, 2013, and 2014, splitting time with the Tigers and Astros. The 0-1. Foul tipped into the middle of Blanc. Count balloons to 0-2. In the show, Downs in his 3-year stint appeared in 92 games, boasted a 4.76 ERA, and totaled a 4-4 record. 0-2 count, 1 out, runner on second. Downs fires. Liner into the netting behind home plate. Patriots 19-9 in the season, Ducks 16-11. These two teams met in the playoffs in 2013 and 2015. Most likely, probably 2016 as well. The 0-2, low and in. Count 1-2. And since Somerset moved divisions a couple years ago, it's made this rivalry even more fierce. 1-2 count here to Gonzalez. He has spent time in AAA with the Reds organization. Now time is called. Pitching matchups the rest of this series. Tomorrow night, Bobby Blevins against Jeremy Horse. Sunday, Jack Snodgrass against Darren Gorski. Some really good matchups. The 1-2. Up and away, count 2-2. This is the 6th time through the starting rotation for both these teams. So it's full throttle for the starting pitchers here. Nobody's on a pitch count anymore. They've gotten their feet wet. They know what to expect. Everybody has their own standard they want to live up to. The 2-2. Little nubber in front of the Patriots dugout foul. Fielded by Efrain Nieves, who was spotlighted on today's pregame show. Picked up a no decision last night. Gave up a 3-run homer in the first, then threw six scoreless innings after that. Nieves has given up just 4 runs in 27 innings this season. The 2-2 here to Gonzalez with a runner on second, 1 out. Ducks leading 1-0 in the second. This ball's fished in the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. This will hook fair. And it will rattle around or will be foul. They're going to call it foul. Excuse me. I didn't see a call from anybody. And Gonzalez didn't know. Fields kept running as well. None of the umpires really made an emphatic call. And you got to keep running and playing until a call is made. And then finally, J.B. Torres said it was foul. About 6 inches foul to the right. 2-2 count here to Gonzalez. He's fouled off 4 straight. Runner on second, 1 out. Patriots trail 1-0 in the second. The pitch. Curveball low and in. Count 3-2. Nice at bat here by Jovan. And if you ask a diehard Patriot fan, what are some of the biggest pleasant surprises this year? I think you got to say the play from both catchers, in Gonzalez and Krall. The way they've handled the staff, the maturity they've shown. Gonzalez hitting 271, Krall's hitting 328. The 3-2. Hit deep to left field. Going back is Tyler Colvin. In front of the warning track, makes the catch. Matt Fields bluffs just to draw the throw. A long at bat results in a loud out to left, 2 away. Here comes Michael Jones, who picked up a hit in each of his final 4 at bats last night. The Somerset Patriots Children's Educational and Sportsmanship Foundation, the Fraternal Order of Eagles, Bridgewater area number 2137, have teamed up to hit home runs for charity this year. For each home run hit by a Patriots batter at TD Bank Ballpark, the Fraternal Order of Eagles will donate $100 to a local charity. Today's charity is St. John's Episcopal Church. In for a called strike, 0-1. So if the Patriots hit a home run, we'll send $100 to St. John's Episcopal Church. Mike Jones looking to be philanthropic and tally his first home run of the season. Although a single will do the trick. Fields will be running on contact from second. 0-1 count here, the 247 hitter with no homers and 10 RBI. Jacksonville, Florida native. Lines this one up the middle for a base hit. They're going to send Matt Fields around third. There won't even be a play at the plate. It's a game-tying 2-out single by Michael Jones, his 11th RBI this season. We're all equal at 1 here in the home half of the second. Michael Jones has now hit safely in each of his last 5 at-bats. He ended last night's game 4 for 4, and he starts out tonight 1 for 1. Well, this is what Somerset does. They give up a run, they usually get it right back. And that's what happened right in the ensuing half inning. And look, good job by Jones to pick up his teammates. When you have a runner on second, nobody out, you should be able to score. With a productive out, then another productive out. But Guzman struck out, Gonzalez flew out. Well, Jones says, you know what, I got your back. I'll single up the middle. Michael's defense has been so-so, but he's really coming into a groove offensively. Here's Scott Kelly. Throw over to check on Jones. Would not be a bad idea to steal here. If you get caught, then you get Kelly to lead off an inning. And Kelly hit leadoff while Trayvon was on the inactive list. Somerset has stolen the most bases in the Atlantic League by a wide margin. 45 steals this season for the Somerset Patriots. Jones is on the move. He steals second without a throw. It's almost like he was listening to WCTC inside his helmet. I like the steal right there by Jones. Gets in scoring position. So with that steal, Michael Jones now has 7 steals in 10 attempts. 9 different Patriots have multiple steals. Somerset 46 steals on the year. They've only been caught 10 times. They've stolen 13 more bags than any other squad in the league. 0-1 counter to Kelly's. The first pitch was called a strike. The next pitch, nub foul behind home plate. Count 0-2. We're tied at 1. 2 outs, bottom second. with a runner on second. And Scott Kelly at the plate, hitting .287, no home runs, and 11 RBI. Kelly has cooled off a little bit. He was hitting .380 the first 3 weeks of the season. Now hitting in the 200s the last couple weeks. Average bounces out to a respectable .287. The 0-2. Foul behind home plate. And I said to start the year, I think if Kelly plays every day, and that means if he plays like 120 of 140 games, I think he could hit anywhere between 290 and 310. He wasn't going to sustain that 380 clip, but I don't think he's going to hit like 210 like he's been hitting the past couple weeks either. This guy's about a 295 hitter. He just turned 25 2 weeks ago. Just scratching the surface. Jones trying to steal third. It's a hit and run, blooped in the infield, caught by Wessinger. But the Patriots build a run and a leadoff double, then a 2-out RBI single up the gut. Patriots tied at 1. We go to the third next, right here on ESPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Come play with us! BSC has the only 4-level fantasy-themed laser tag arena in the country. Drop in for a game or book your next family fun outing and experience the best laser tag in New Jersey. Arcade games for all ages. Win tickets and take home great prizes just to sports leagues, camps, and child development programs. BSC has something for everyone. Stop by and join the excitement.
I'm what you call a clinical trial patient.
This is the bridge that connects the Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital to the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. It's how we link 4 hospitals to hundreds of cancer specialists, and where precision medicine, genomics, and clinical trials come together every day to bridge the gap between cancer and a cure.
Last chance, more like fighting chance.
Robert Wood Johnson Health System, leading the way to health.
Download the new Somerset Patriots mobile app right now, available for free on your app store. Search Somerset Patriots, get the schedule, roster, statistics, social feeds, videos, rewards, and much, much more. Download it now. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. A busy Friday evening here at TD Bank Ballpark. Game number 29 of our marathon 140-game season. And we're all squared away at 1 in the series opener between the Ducks and the Patriots. Top of the third, Q shot foul, count 0-1. Speaking of the app, next half inning I will give you a secret rewards code to download, to type in the rewards section after you've downloaded your app, and you can amass some points. The 0-1, breaking ball in for a called strike, 0-2. Also on tap on the broadcast, we'll talk to my good pal Donald Parker, the president and CEO of Carrier Clinic. He's a very enthusiastic man. He loves the Patriots, and I know he's looking forward to coming on ESPN.TV and WCTC. Lentini shoots this one to left field in the gap for a base hit. Wide banana turn around first, but Eggleston cuts it off, ranging to his left, fires to the cutoff man Kelly, and Lentini wisely stops at first. So the Ducks are in business with the all-time Indy Ball stolen base leader, Felin Lentini, with over 400 career steals at first base. Here comes Ruben Gotay. He popped up to second base his first time up. Lentini definitely a threat to go. 2 years ago, he was 46 for 46 in stolen bases. This year, he's 9 for 10. 9 for 10 is the 39-year-old. Tied for second in the league in steals. Throw over to check on Lentini, just gets back in time. How about this stat? The Long Island Ducks have stolen 22 bases. Now, Somerset has stolen twice more than that at 46. But the Ducks have only been caught 2 times this year. They're 22 for 24 as a unit in steals. Lentini not going. This ball's dribbled down the first base line. Touching it foul is Matt Fields. Count 0-1 here to Ruben Gotay, a former New York Met in 2007 and 2008. Also was with the Kansas City Royals in 2004 and 2005. Has played in the Mexican League. Hitting .375 in a very small sample size, 6 for 16 this season with no homers and 2 RBI. The switch hitter bats from the left side, and he dribbles one in play to first. Fields gloves it, steps in the bag. It's essentially a glorified sacrifice bunt because Lentini goes to second without a throw. There's one away as Fields stepped in the bag with his back foot. And the go-ahead runs in scoring position for Captain Lou Ford, one of the all-time greats. When you think of that, about the Mount Rushmore of Atlantic League players, I think there are 3 slam dunks, and then your fourth is really up for grabs, and you can debate it with your friends. I think Lou Ford's on there, Jeff Nettles is on there, and John Hunton's on there. And then I don't know who you want to have as your fourth. I don't have enough Atlantic League history to be qualified to say who should be fourth. Low and away, count 1. I'm sure Duck fans will say Ray Navarrete. Patriot fans may argue Josh Presley. Maybe Bridgeport fans think Louis Lopez. York fans might think Andres Perez. Somebody brought this up to me the other day. How about Blake Galen? I mean, Blake Galen is a tremendous Atlantic League player. He's an active player, and he has his number retired by Lancaster. That's how good that guy is. The 2-0 here to Ford. Runner on second, 1 out. Foul tip into the middle of Gonzalez. Count 2-1. But Captain Lou's just dynamite. This guy is amazing. Guy throws batting practice, hits BP. He's the hitting instructor, outstanding player. He won the MVP in the league 2 years ago. In 2012, he began the year in the league, then he ended the year in the Baltimore Orioles playoff roster. Lentini trying to steal third, up and in, throw to third, it's high. 10 stolen base and 11 tries for Falan Lentini. He's now in sole possession to second place in steals in this league. And it's a 3-1 count here to Ford. 1 out, tied at 1, top of the third. How does Jody want to align his defense here? He'll play the infield back. Ground ball gives up the lead. Fly ball to the right field line, foul count 3-2. And for as much as I foam at the mouth about Lou Ford, let's call a spade a spade. This guy was not good last year in the postseason. He was 1 for 18 against Somerset in that 5-game Liberty Division Series. I'm telling you, people, if Lou Ford went 2 for 18, the Ducks are going to the championship series. He went 1 for 18. It's just startling to me how Somerset was able to neutralize the GOAT. Foul behind home plate. Count 3-2. 1 for 18 for Lou Ford. It's just impossible to comprehend that he was that poor in the postseason. But maybe he just got tired. He'll turn 40 in August. Not tired here. He lines a go-ahead RBI single sharply through the right side. That's what the Captain Lou Ford does. 16th RBI of the year for Ford. What can Ford do for you? He can do a lot of things. 2-1, Ducks lead in the third. Here comes Tyler Coven. Tyler Coven struck out swinging his first time up. An outstanding baseball player at Clemson University in the ACC. Long set from Story. Foul behind home plate. Count 0-1 here to Tyler Colvin. Did you know this about Tyler Colvin? In July of 2012, he hit not 1 but 2 home runs off Steven Strasburg in a game. The 0-1. Inside, count 1-1. Strasburg just got $175 million. Colvin former big leaguer with the Cubs, Rockies, and Giants from 09 to 2014. The 1-1 to the 6'3" lefty. Spun foul behind home plate. Count 1-2. 6 years in the big leagues, played in 441 games. Tallied a .239 batting average, smacked 49 homers, drove in 178 RBI. 30 years old is Colvin. Runner on first, one out. 2-1, Ducks lead. The 1-2. Long set from Story. Fires. Rip foul down the left field line. Count remains 1-2. Colvin's a former first-round pick by the Cubs in 2006. It's always fun to go back and look at other first-rounders in that same draft class. In 2006, other players drafted in the first round: Evan Longoria, Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer, and Tim Lincecum. And then there was Tyler Colvin. The 1-2. Breaking ball inside, count 2-2. Lincecum just inked a deal with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Clayton Kershaw has struck out 88 batters this year, and he's only walked 4. Max Scherzer struck out 20 2 starts ago. And Evan Longoria is the face of the franchise for the Rays. The 2-2, punched on the right field line, foul. And Tyler Colvin is trying to buoy the flock ahead of the Somerset Patriots. Ducks begin the evening 2.5 back. 2 in the loss column. A sweep and the Ducks would be in sole possession of first place. But if they get swept, they'd really be buried, as they'd be 5 out of the loss column and they would not have the tiebreaker. Lunged into left field for a base hit. They're really getting to Mickey Story here. That's 3 hits this inning, 3 hits last inning. 2 on, 1 out, 2-1 Ducks lead as Colvin slashed that to left. And here comes Sean Burroughs. Burroughs hitting .289 this season. Burroughs is a really charismatic guy. You talk to people around Long Island, he keeps the clubhouse real loose. Foul tipped at home plate, count 0-1. And the Ducks, like Somerset, it's a well-oiled machine. And they're always in the upper echelon in the league in attendance. They always put a winning product out there. And Burroughs came over last year in August in a big trade that sent Brian Sabatella to Bridgeport, and the Ducks got Burroughs. The 0-1, and he hits this one to right field for a base hit. Guzman charges it, throws it to the cutoff man Fields. Runners go station to station. Mickey Story's getting hit hard. He's leaving the ball up in the zone. Base is loaded, 1 out. And here comes Cody Puckett. Puckett's just 3 for 26 against Somerset this season. He did single to left his first time up. A run already in, 4 hits in this inning. Mickey's given up 7 hits through 2 1/3. Infield back, they want to turn 2. 1 out, bases loaded. 2-1 Ducks lead, top of the 3rd. The pitch. Low and away, count 1-0 here to Cody Puckett, former prospect in the White Sox organization. California kid. The 1-0 from Mickey. The pitch. Foul tipped at home plate, 1-1. Mickey is the only starting pitcher back from last year's championship team. The other 4 men in the rotation, they're all new. In Horst and Gorski and McGregor and Nieves. Merritt's on Sugarland. We'll see him this coming week. Will Oliver's in Mexico. Zielinski's in Italy. Kramer Sneed's in Mexico. The 1-1. Upstairs, count 2-1. Sean Bierman retired. Lucas Irvin is in the Diamondback system. The 2-1 here to Puckett. Ducks can really break it open here with a crooked number. The 2-1. Slider away. The Ducks are laying off that slider. Early in the game, they were chasing it, but they've made the adjustment to sit back on it and recognize it early. Ford at third, Colvin at second, Burrows at first. They all singled. Ford drove in the go-ahead run in this frame. The 3-1 here to Puckett. Nowhere to put him. The pitch. Hit to deep left field. Back goes Eggleston. Warning track. Wall. It's off the base of the wall. This potentially could clear the bases. It's a 2 RBI double for Puckett as they wisely hold up Burrows at third, who he ended up wanting to go, but Bias said, there's only one out. Why don't you stay at third? Burrows thought about going. It's a 2 RBI double for Puckett. He's 2 for 2 today. That's the 8th hit given up by Story. It's now a 4-1 Ducks lead here in the third. Story has surrendered 4 straight hits. Of the 7 previous hits that Mickey gave up, all of them were singles, but that was a killer. 2 RBI double with the bags full. How about this stat? Cody Puckett had been 2 for 25 against Somerset this year through the first 7 games. Tonight he's 2 for 2. 4-1 Ducks lead. There's still just 1 out with runners on second and third. And here comes Mike Blanc, who drove in the first run with an RBI infield single. You were hoping for a shutdown inning, and Story gives up a crooked number. So Dama will use the team's first mound visit, the 4th-year pitching coach, the well-traveled Corey Dama. Somerset's pitching staff has the 2nd-best team ERA. Only New Britain has a better mark. Patriots team ERA is 3.16, New Britain at 3.12. But if you like offense, expect a lot of offense in this series. Patriots have scored the most runs in the Atlantic League, and the Ducks have scored the 2nd most runs in the Atlantic League. Infield halfway. 1-0 count, 1 out here to Blanc, a .216 hitter. He shoots this one deep to left field. Back goes Eggleston. Warning track, Wall. 2nd home run of the season for Mike Blanc. Both of his homers have come against Somerset. It's now a 6-1 Flock lead here in the third. Mickey Story has given up 6 runs and 9 hits through 2 1/3 innings pitched. His first hits were 7 singles. You can live with singles, but it's the extra base hits that can deflate you. And he gave up a 2 RBI double and now a 2-run home run. A 6 spot for the Ducks. The Ducks didn't even take batting practice. They showed up at 5:30 today. The 1-0. Low and in, count 2-0, and it's the Somerset Patriots that look sluggish. 7-1. And the bullpen's really been used a lot. Liner down the right field line, fair. This will rattle around in the corner. 3rd straight extra base hit for the Long Island Ducks. Well, you know what? The Ducks did not take batting practice this afternoon. They're taking batting practice tonight. 7 runs on 10 hits through 2 1/3 innings. 6 straight hits. Ford, Colvin, Burrows all singled. Puckett, 2 RBI double. Blanc, 2-run home run. T. Cody double. And now the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning is Matt Wessinger. Somerset has overcome a 6-run deficit. They were actually down 7-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th inning and scored 6 in the 7th and 2 in the 8th to win. So I'm not saying they can snap their fingers and come back from this. It's been done before is what I'm trying to say. Swing and a miss, count 0-2. But the bullpen has been used a lot, and Matt Bywater is warming up. Ironically, it was Matt Bywater who didn't even make it out of the 1st inning 2 nights ago. Ground ball back to Story, looks back to runner, throws to first, 2 outs. 7-1 Ducks lead in the top of the 3rd inning. So that ends a streak of 6 straight hits being recorded against Mickey. And here comes Lentini, who started this inning off with a hard single to left center. But yeah, on Wednesday night, the bullpen had to throw 8 in the third innings. Last night we played extra innings. They had to throw 4 innings. So the bullpen in the last 2 games has had to throw over 12 innings. But Bywater only threw 31 pitches in his start, and then they yanked him. So he's still fresh. He would come out of the bullpen. The 0-1. Runner on second, 2 outs, 7-1 Ducks lead. The big blows, the 2 RBI double by Puckett and the 2-run home run by Blanc. And the 2-run home run by Blanc came right after a Dommel mound visit. The 0-1. Breaking ball upstairs, count 1-1. Remember, Mickey got off to that electrifying start last year. First 5 starts, he was 4-0 with a 0.92 ERA. Pitched so well, earned a promotion to the Dodgers organization. He pitched well with the Dodgers, but then they gave up on him. This ball's looped in the left for a base hit. Stopping at third, it's T. Cody. Mid on the corners, 2 outs. 11 hits for the Long Island Ducks in this one. And when he came back, he pitched pretty good. But he wasn't the Mickey from the first 5 games that we saw. And like we said at the top of the broadcast, you know, he comes into this game with 5 no decisions and a 3.86 ERA. He deserved to win a couple of those games. The bullpen blew some leads for him, or he didn't get a lot of run support. But I can't put my finger on this one. Men on the corners, 2 outs. In for a called strike, count 0-1. The Long Island Ducks in this inning have 8 hits. 8 hits and 6 runs. Ground ball to the first baseline foul, count 0-2. (7-1) Ducks lead, top third, 2 outs. Mid on the corners. Patriots are in their home whites. Ducks are in their road oranges. Long set from Story. Fires. Breaking ball. Strike 3. Inning comes to an end. A disastrous top of the third. Ducks scratch across 6 runs on 8 hits to lead 7-1. Bottom third coming up right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
From live sports and event streaming to creative and compelling commercial production, utilizing cutting-edge technology invented and refined over the past decade, Broadcast Venue specializes in guiding New Jersey through the digital age. Our customized, state-of-the-art mobile broadcasting unit allows for a versatile, uninterrupted broadcast to coincide with a crisp, clear picture that can be viewed on your phone, tablet, or computer. Broadcast Venue, the official broadcast provider of the Somerset Patriots.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
Shopping for a new car? Hit a home run with all the great deals available now. Your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. The Children's Specialized Hospital is also a proud sponsor of the Somerset Patriots. 7-1, Ducks lead. Bottom of the third, Darren Downs looking for a shutdown inning. That inning took such a long time, maybe Darren Downs is a little rusty. One can hope. Foul behind home plate, count 0-1 as the batter is Trayvon Robinson. The Ducks scored 6 runs on 8 hits. At one point, they had 6 hits in a row and 3 extra base hits in a row. Swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Yeah, so the Ducks did not take batting practice before the game. They just decided to take batting practice during the game. But there's still a lot of time left. The 0-2. Low and in, count 1-2. And look, when you're Darren Downs, you get armed with a big lead like this at 7-1, you got to throw strikes. I mean, just throw batting practice fastballs here. No need to be dilly-dallying or shaking off. Your team has all the momentum on your side. This is a big series. The 1-2. I think it's bigger for the Ducks than it is for the Patriots, because the Ducks really could be buried with a bad weekend. Even if the Patriots don't fare well, well, they'd essentially be tied with the Ducks with less than 40 games remaining. The 2-2 here to Robinson. Upstairs, count 3-2. Nice at bat here for Trayvon. Another full count for him. Hitting .275. He's hit safely in 16 of his last 18 ball games. Swung on and missed. Good bite to that slider. Down and in near the back foot. Trayvon 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. 1 out. Here's Aaron Eggleston, who was very busy last half inning, racing balls near the warning track, tracking him down. First pitch called to strike, count 0-1. All right, here is the My Rewards code I was teasing you guys about last half inning. The My Rewards code is Duck Dynasty, Duck Space Dynasty. Eggleston bounces one to second, flipping it over to first. It's go tie, 2 away. So type in Duck Space Dynasty in the My Rewards section of your Somerset Patriots app on your mobile device or tablet, and you can earn some free points, and you can cash those points in for various prizes throughout the season. Here's Eric Ferris. Ferris trying to extend his hitting streak to 10 games. First pitch. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Ferris picked up 3 hits last night. Average sitting at .317 to homer 16 RBI. Guy was the number 8 hitter on opening night. Now he's in the 3-hole. Hey, things can change. Foul behind home plate, count 0-2. I love Eric Ferris. He does not look like a 3-hitter at all. But the statistics prove that he is a great player in big-time situations, and you want him in the middle of your order. The 0-2. Low and in, count 1-2. Ferris was in AAA Rochester with the Twins last year. He's a big 49ers fan. He loves the Niners. We now have Chip Kelly as their head coach. He's very confident the Niners will turn it around, and he does extend his hitting streak to 10 games with a laser to left. Ferris has been very consistent this year. Other guys have been streaky throughout the year. He's just been level-headed consistent. Somerset down 7-1, bottom third, 2 outs. Runner on first, and here's Brian LaHare. Normally I would say Somerset would like to steal here. Look, you're down 6 runs. You need base runners right now. I don't think Ferris is going anywhere. Here's LaHare. 4 hits last night, a season high. 3 of them were doubles. Guy's hitting .444 in his last 10 games. Loops this one to left past the tarp area foul. We might see the tarp area for the first time all season tomorrow. Weather does not look promising. But they're going to try and get it in. This is the last time these two teams play each other in the first half. You know, we'll wait as long as we need to. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. An underwater swing from Brian LaHare. Just absolutely befuddled by the lefty, Darren Downs. This is an old National League Central rivalry between Downs, the former Astro, and LaHare, the former Cub. The 0-2. With a runner on first, 2 outs, Somerset down 7-1 in the third. Low and away, count 1-2. This is the first game of a 6-game homestand for Somerset. We'll have an off day Monday, then we'll usher in the Sugarland Skeeters Tuesday through Thursday. And the Patriots will be in York for Memorial Day weekend in Pennsylvania. And they'll see their former teammate Michael Burgess, who signed with York on yesterday. Ferris is on the move, fastball up, and he steals second without a throw. If you're going to try and steal a base down 6 runs, you better make it, because you need to avoid your coaching staff. You get caught. But Eric Ferris swipes the bag. That's the second steal for Somerset tonight. That's their 47th steal of the season in 57 tries. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Ferris gets on second. Somerset trying to just nibble away. Chip away. The 2-2 to the lefty. From the lefty. Chases a wipeout slider down away. We go to the 4th through 3 innings. 7-1 Ducks lead on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Okay, class, as you know, today is Career Day, and we have a very special guest in.
View a full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
Wet wipe?
I'm what you call a clinical trial patient.
This is the bridge that connects the Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital to the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. It's how we link 4 hospitals to hundreds of cancer specialists, and where precision medicine, genomics, and clinical trials come together every day to bridge the gap between cancer and a cure.
Last chance, more like fighting chance.
Robert Wood Johnson Health System, leading the way to health.
HealthQuest is the official sponsor of the Somerset Patriots fitness, sports, family, wellness, and community. PNC is proud to support the Somerset Patriots. Stop by your local PNC branch or visit us at PNC.com to see how we can help you achieve. PNC for the Achiever in you. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Mark Schwartz and Eddie Selecki doing a great job on our SPN.TV production side of things. Dave Raish pressing all the right buttons 15 minutes away in our WCTC headquarters. I'm Justin Antwell. Story trying for a much cleaner 4th inning, and he gets a one-hopper back to himself, and he throws to first in the 1-3 putout as Lou Ford is retired. So that was an extremely bumpy, rocky ride in the 3rd inning we all experienced, with the Ducks getting 8 hits and 6 runs. But Story's going to try and eat up some innings here to protect the bullpen. Here comes Tyler Colvin. 7-1 Ducks lead, top 4, 1 out. In the top of the 5th, we'll be joined by Donald Parker, representing Carrier Clinic. First pitch to Colvin, in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Colvin hitting .240. Now, while we have a moment, we want to send our thoughts and well wishes to Mickey Story's mother, the 0-1. Grounded foul behind home plate, count 0-2. Mickey Story's mother, Karen, I know she's tuning in somewhere. She's battling breast cancer right now. And I know a couple starts ago, Mickey had a very emotional Mother's Day. He was actually the starting pitcher in Texas on a day game for Mother's Day, and he's always thinking about his mother. He wears a pink undershirt underneath his white jersey, low and in, count 1 and 2. And so we're thinking about you, Karen. You're strong just like your son, and we know you're going to beat this terrible disease. It'll be a 1-2 to Tyler Colvin. Foul behind home plate. We'll do it again. Mickey's a father of 3. He says his favorite movie is Space Jam. Well, it looks like they might have a Space Jam 2 coming up with starring LeBron James. And what a mission LeBron James is on right now. Cavs might go 16-0 this postseason. Swung on and missed. Tyler Colvin strikes out. So since that disastrous, tumultuous third inning, Mickey's retired 3 in a row. Top 4, 2 out, 7-1 Ducks lead. Here comes Burrows. But a busy time of sports. The Preakness is this coming weekend. NBA draft is next month. You got the Final Four in the NBA. Major League Baseball's in full gear. Up and away, count 1-0. About 6 weeks left in the Atlantic League first half. Some good playoff races. The 1-0. Q shot fouled in the first baseline. Count 1-1. 2 outs. Top of the 4th. 7-1. Ducks lead. Long Island just 1-6 against Somerset this season. Hit to deep left field. That means the Ducks are 15-5 against everybody else. And Eggleston drifts back to make the catch. A 1-2-3, much cleaner inning for Mickey here in the 4th. Bottom 4 coming up. Somerset down 7-1 right here on SPN.TV at 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Proposal at TD Bank Ballpark, and she said yes. So congratulations to the soon-to-be newlywed couple sitting in section 105. Congratulations. If you're watching on SPN.TV, it's the lady in the pink sweatshirt and the man in the blue T-shirt. So always risky to propose at a baseball game or a public venue, because if you say no, then you're going to get really embarrassed by thousands of other people. This guy had a lot of confidence that that the love of his life would say yes, and he was right. So a big mazel tov to them. Congratulations. And now everybody wants a photo, including our very own Dave Merrick. Here's Matt Fields, count 0-1. Last week he celebrated his 2-year wedding anniversary. Swing and a miss by Fields. 0-2 count, nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th, 7-1. Ducks lead the Patriots. So a great scene here at TD Bank Ballpark. And I don't know where they're going now. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. The ball squirts away from Blanc. He picks it up, gets an angle, throws to first, and Burrows makes the catch. So they were leaving the game. Maybe they were just overwhelmed and they just want a moment to themselves. I don't know where they're going. Maybe they just want to watch the game at home or listen in their car. 1 out, no one on. 7-1. Ducks lead, bottom of the 4th inning. Have some confidence. Somerset can come back here. Soon to be newlyweds. If you had the confidence that your now soon to be wife would say yes, you got to have the confidence that Somerset would come back. You cannot leave early. 1-0 Canada to Guzman. You just want to see Guz get going. Struck out on 3 pitches his first time. Hammers this one to deep left center field. Going back is Colvin and T. Cody. Warning track, wall, and Colvin glides to make the catch. And when you're slumping, even when you stroke the ball really hard, it gets caught. 2 outs, no one on, bottom 4, 7-1. Ducks lead the Patriots. Next half inning, we'll talk with Donald Parker from Carrier Clinic. Here is Jovan Gonzalez. Lefty pitcher, righty hitter. In for a called strike 0-1. This new couple is like the hottest commodity in Somerset County. Everybody just wants a selfie with them in the concourse. They cannot leave this game. Breaking ball in for a called strike. Count 0-2. 2 outs, 7-1. Ducks lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, Downs is doing what he's supposed to do. When you're armed with a big-time lead, you throw strikes and you work quickly. He's doing that. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ducks are in a groove. They lead 7-1 through 4. Interview coming up with Donald Parker right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
We are the world's connectivity company. We are business and entertainment and innovation. We are AT&T. We're mobilizing the world like never before. That's the power of and.
It's not too late to be a season ticket holder. Take advantage of our main plans or flex books. Enjoy season ticket holder benefits throughout the year, like coupons and a chance to take batting practice later this season. Head to the ticket office for information about becoming.
Back at it here from TD Bank Ballpark, top of the 5th inning, 7-1 Somerset leads. I'm joined by one of my favorite people in New Jersey, Donald Parker, the CEO and president of Carrier Clinic. Donald, it's Justin Answell. Great to see you again.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it.
Oh, what a great night for baseball. Wish we could bottle this weather up forever.
You know, this has got to be the best night I've seen all season. Actually, it's warm and it's beautiful. So it's a great night for fireworks as well.
How's your family doing? How's the business?
Good. Business is booming at Carrier. We've got a brand new facility we just finished up since last season, and so we have the newest psychiatric facilities in the state and on the East Coast at this point.
And how long have you been partnering with the Patriots? We love our friendship.
We've been partners with you guys since the beginning.
Wow.
So we were an early adopter, and we have been rewarded, obviously, with the winningest baseball team in the Atlantic League, and with 6 championships. So the Patriots are like Carrier Clinic. We're at the top of our game, both
You're
of
winners,
us.
right?
So,
and you're here to bring the Patriots luck as they're down 7-1 in the top of the 5th inning. Puckett punches it foul. He's 2 for 2 with a 2 RBI double and a single. We talked to you last summer. What do you think of the championship run last year? We didn't get to catch up with you in the fall.
Yeah,
I know you were really busy, but you had to be really pleased.
you know, it was great to watch. I hit about a half a dozen games down a stretch, and you know, you could feel the momentum building each game. I mean, it felt better and better as the season came to conclusion. So I expect the same. We're already in first place and got a sizable lead, best record in the Atlantic League this year. So it's gonna, I think, be another exciting stretch run for us.
Yeah, what do you think of that 13-0 start for the Somerset Patriots? They're the Golden State Warriors of baseball.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a baseball team have that sustained a record at the beginning of a season. So I got to go to the opening luncheon, and I met a lot of the players, and I really got excited after talking to a lot of them. I mean, they had a sense of a winning attitude in the program. The guys that were joining had a really good core of players to play with, and you know, this is just a winning franchise from top to bottom.
The opening luncheon at Maggiano's was awesome.
Well, you know what? Maggiano's food is great, and actually the food proportions are great for baseball players, because you always go home with a little extra when you leave Maggiano's. Those bags are full when you're walking out the door. I didn't see many full bags, though. I think the players took care of the food.
Yeah, baseball players are bigger than you think. They can eat a lot.
And they did, and I think they were just getting themselves ready for the season. Maybe that led to the 13-0 start. Was that great meal? So.
We're joined by Donald Parker, the president and CEO of Carrier Clinic, a sponsor of Somerset Patriots and day one of this illustrious organization. I'm Justin Ansel. We're in the top of the 5th inning, 7-1 Ducks lead. Mickey Story has seemed to settle down since that rocky third. What's your favorite part about your amazing business that is Carrier Clinic and organization?
Well, you know, Carrier Clinic's been around for 107 years now. Not quite as old as the Patriots, but we've been around for a long time, and we've been serving New Jersey residents and families in a whole variety of ways, both psychiatric care, substance abuse addiction services. We provide residential treatment for young kids. We have a special services school district. Every day we have 300 plus patients on our campus who are in great need, and we have a great deal of resources on the campus. My favorite part is a 350-acre campus, and it's beautiful. It's right on the side of the Sourland Mountains. We've got a 17, great hit right in the alley, unfortunately.
Yeah, Blanc's going to
Against
hustle
us,
in the
the wrong
second
team.
with a double. Yeah, Ducks are a good team. He saw them in the postseason last year. This team has scored the second most runs in the league.
Yeah, they're right behind us in the standings, so you can't argue with their skill sets.
So carrying the bat right now, it's Blake T. Cody as we talk about Carrier Clinic with Donald Parker, the president and CEO. Your kids make it out to the game tonight. It's a great night. Fireworks. Everybody loves fireworks in the Atlantic League.
Well, we're the big sponsor tonight,
right?
And we have probably about 250 people here.
Ooh.
We've got a big crowd.
You in the party deck down there?
We got the whole party deck. We got a lot of kids here from our residential treatment programs. We do that regularly throughout the year, where we got a lot of season tickets, and we make sure that we help fill up the stands. It doesn't take much to fill up these stands because there's a lot of exciting baseball drawing people in, and obviously best attendance in the league as well. So it really works magic.
T. Cody shoots this one to center. It's in the park for Trayvon Robinson. A live ball to make the catch. Blanc will stay at second. 2 outs. Runner on second. Somerset leads 7-1 in the top of the 5th inning. I'm Justin Answell, flanked by Donald Parker, the president and CEO of Carrier Clinic that's been around for 107 years. Been a sponsor of Somerset since 1998. And here comes Matt Wessinger, the number 9 hitter. What makes this organization of Somerset so special? It's such a well-oiled machine, you know?
Well, I know Steve Califer well. He's a big supporter of Carrier, and it starts there. It starts with ownership. You know, any sports franchise, if you've got a good, stable owner who knows how to win in their business, and Steve does, you are going to have that. You're going to find that making its way throughout the organization. So
it'll be a 1-0 here. Mickey Story trying to keep the deficit at 6, trying to give his offense a chance the rest of this way. If anything, just eat up innings to preserve the pen. You don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul. You don't want to start mixing and matching. You got to applaud the effort of Mickey. He's battling out there here, Donald.
He's still throwing 90 miles an hour.
Right.
That's not bad. Actually, it looks like he's getting a little stronger again. I mean, that one bad inning.
He's pitching mad.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, count 1-2. He's upset with himself that things really got away. Gave up 6 straight hits at one point in that bumpy third.
Yeah, he's still throwing good heat. And
yeah, look, he was in the big leagues not too long ago.
Yeah. So he knows how to pitch under tough circumstances.
The 1-2 with 2 outs. The 2-strike clap picks up. The pitch to Wessinger. Change up high above the letters.
Almost framed that into a strike.
Big time series here at TD Bank Ballpark between the top 2 teams in the Liberty Division, Somerset and Long Island. 2-2 the count, 2 outs, top 5, runner on second. Patriots trailing 7-1 in the series opener. The pitch from Mickey Story. Punched into right, should end the inning. Carlos Guzman there to make the catch.
Very shallow.
Why don't you plug your organization one more time, Carrier Clinic?
Well, Carrier Clinic's there to help people in their darkest moments, and we do it with compassion, we do it with skill, we do it with science. And I think the combination of those 3 things make us an unparalleled resource for families. Every family needs us at some point in their lives, and hopefully they feel like we're there for them.
Well, thanks for being so philanthropic and always generous and putting a smile on everybody's face.
Thanks for having me.
That's Donald Parker. I'm Justin Answell. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-1 Ducks lead right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC.
Insurance is a complicated subject. Add a language barrier and it's just a disaster. My name is Melissa Estevez and I work for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey at Horizon Connect. I love my job because I'm able to connect with the people. Once they realize they can come here and speak to someone in Spanish, they keep coming. Health insurance is very complicated, especially today. I love making it simple for people. It's something that makes me feel fulfilled.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need
Sorry.
help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Download the new Somerset Patriots mobile app right now, available free on the App Store. Search Somerset Patriots, get the schedule, roster, statistics, social feeds, videos, rewards, and much more. So download now and stay connected. For 107 years, Carrier has offered specialized services to care for individuals suffering from psychiatric and addictive disorders. Visit www.carrierclinic.org to learn more. Thanks to Donald Parker, the president and CEO of Carrier Clinic, for joining me last half inning. Always appreciate his energy and enthusiasm and all the great deeds that he does in the New Jersey area. First pitch inside, count 1-0. Patriots batting, down 7-1. Michael Jones at the plate. He's 5 for his last 5, dating back to last night. The 1-0, it's bunted in the first base line. Fielded by Downs, tossed to first, one out. So Jones trying to catch everybody off guard, but he bunted a little too hard back to the pitcher. A 1-3 put out. Here's Scott Kelly. Patriots down 7-1, bottom 5. Look, applaud Mickey Story. You know, I didn't think he would last out of the 3rd inning. He ended up going 5 innings. And did a nice job to eat up some innings. And it seemed like he fixed his mistakes. Hopefully it's not too little too late, though. Here's Scott Kelly. Lined out to shortstop his first time up. Hitting .284, no homers, 11 RBI. First pitch away, count 1-0. We will have a fireworks extravaganza after tonight's game. Brandon Sisk is warming up in the bullpen. The 1-0. Ground ball too short. Charging is Wessinger. Already has an error today. No error this time. 2 away. Last 6 Patriots have been retired in order since the Ferris single in the third that extended his hitting streak to 10. Here's Robinson, who's 0 for 2.
Center fielder Trayvon
Robinson was actually Little League teammates with Deshaun Jackson out in South Central Los Angeles. But Deshaun ended up pursuing football, went to Cal, then the Eagles, and now the Redskins. Trayvon made it to the big leagues with the Mariners. Now he's with the Patriots. In for a called strike, count 0-1. I talked to Trayvon for a while on the plane back from Sugar Land to Newark. He was sitting next to me. And he said this is the most fun he's had playing baseball. And that includes his time in the big leagues. Hit down the right field line, foul. He just said it's just such a relaxed atmosphere in Somerset. And I said, well, how conscious are you of trying to get back to the big leagues? You know what? He said early in his career, that's all he kind of thought about. But then once you get a little bit older and mature, you realize you got to stop worrying about things you can't control. You know, quit worrying about an agent trying to look for you or a scout seeing what tools you have. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Trayvon 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. We are through 5. 7-1 Ducks lead the Patriots. We go to the 6th next. And the score is 7-1 in favor of Long Island on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's cookie time.
Wellman Home Services, plumbing, heating, electric, and air service you can trust since 1962. Call Wellman Home Services for your free AC system check. Looking for a great deal in a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. We head to the top of the 6th inning. 7 runs, 12 hits. 1 error for Long Island. 1 run, just 3 hits. No errors for Somerset. Mickey Story is done. He'd be in line for the loss. Mickey had 5 no decisions to start the season. And Brandon Sisk is the new pitcher, a 6'2", 220-pound lefty from California who played for the New Jersey Jackals last year. Sisk 0-1 record, 10 games, 0.93 ERA. Struck out 6, walked 6, and 9 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents hitting 200 against him. And what's so unfortunate when you're a starting pitcher and you have kind of a subpar outing is that you got 5 days to dwell on it. You know, at least if you're a closer like Hunnan, who blew the save last night, he's only going to think about it for 24 hours, maybe 48 hours until the next save opportunity presents itself. But when you're a pitcher, and you're Mickey Story, you know, you're not going to get another opportunity until next Thursday against Sugar Land. But Mickey was so effective through the first 2 innings, and then, you know, third time through the order, just the wheels fell off. And he was just leaving balls up in the zone. But I'll tip my cap to him. He ended up going 5 innings. It could have been a lot worse. The 2-1. But this is a Ducks offense that is the second best in the league. And, you know, Mickey's now faced the Ducks a lot of times. You know, they might have the book on Story. Pun intended. The 3-1. In for a called strike, count 3-2. Lentini at the plate. You know, this is like the Ducks version of Aaron Eggleston, Fella Lentini. You just wonder, why has this guy not gotten a chance? The 3-2. Hits this one to left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. So Fella Lentini continues to kill the Somerset Patriots. Lentini 3 for 4 today. He came into this game hitting .370 against Somerset. Now he's hitting over 400. Top 6, Patriots trail 7-1. Lentini's a career .300 hitter. He's played a decade and a half worth of baseball, as has Aaron Eggleston, is a career .300 hitter. And neither of these guys have gotten serious looks at the Major League Baseball organizational level. You just scratch your head. You don't understand why. Lentini is still stealing bases at a rapid rate and at a consistent rate, and he's 39 years old. Aaron Eggleston just continues to be a major factor in every winning situation for Somerset. In for a called strike. This is the first time we're seeing Ruben Gotay bat from the right side. But these guys have not gotten discouraged. They just continue to grind and work hard and enjoy where they're at. They're going to make the most of the situation. Called a strike. Gotay wanted time. It was not called. So the pitch counts, and it's a strike, count 1-2. Gotay not very happy. He was barking for time from James Ramsey. Ramsey did not grant him time. And smart play by Sisk to fire a quick pitch and utilize it for a strike. The 1-2 to Gotay. Runner on second, nobody out in the 6th. Ducks up 7-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Late in the fastball, and Gotay down swinging. 1 away. Here's Ford. He's 1 for 3. But so many people get, second and third chances when there's a lot of guys still waiting for their first. You look at Matt Bush, the reliever on the Texas Rangers. I'm not going to get into this whole outside the lines type discussion, but how many opportunities has that guy gotten? That guy was in jail, and like a week later, he's in the big leagues. And it wasn't his first run-in with the law. In for a called strike, count 0-1. I don't know Fella Lentini, but from all accounts, he's a great citizen and character. And having known Aaron for the last 4 years, nothing but positive things to say. And you just hope that it's not too late for these guys to get a big-time opportunity. The 0-1 here to Lou Ford, the GOAT. Spun down the right field line. Foul, count 0-2. How long will Captain Lou keep playing? And I think by getting Blake T. Cody, that was big, because now you don't have to play forward in center field every game. So you can keep his legs fresh by DHing him 70 times a year. He still wants to play the field. He will a handful of times. (7-1) Ducks lead in the 6th. The 0-2 from Sisk. And Sisk looks back at Lentini. And Lentini might think about going here. He's already stolen a base tonight. He's 10 for 11 in steals this season. Ducks are 23 for 25 as a team in stolen bases. Just a great crowd on hand. Lentini's trying to steal third. It's a hit and run. Squibbert in the third base line. Fielded by Gonzalez. Throw to first. Not in time. A swinging bunt for the captain, Lou Ford. This guy is just a great baseball player. Here's Tyler Colvin. Every single Duck in the order has a base hit except for Gotay and Wessinger. And we're in the 6th inning. Gonzalez calls a 1st and 3rd play. Colvin hitting .231. Mid of the corners, 1 out. It'll be interesting to see how Jody plays out the rest of this game. You know, you don't want to use too many relievers because your whole objective is to win the series. 7 runs on 14 hits already for the Ducks. 8 of those hits came in the 3rd inning, and they were 6 consecutive hits at one point. The 1-0. Fouled into the netting behind home plate. Count 1-1. To Tyler Colvin. He and Gotay are the two newest acquisitions for the Ducks. And this is a big time in the Atlantic League. Every team in this league has 10 days to dwindle their roster from 27 to 25. Low and away. Count 2-1. From opening night to May 31st, you're allowed 27 men on your active roster. Once you go to June 1st, it's got to shrink to 25. Now, you can carry more than 25, but they either have to be on the DL or the inactive list. The 2-1. Low and away, count 3-1. For example, David Vidal will not be active on June 1st. He's going to be sidelined with a quad injury for the next few weeks. But he'll still be on the team. So guys like John Hunton, Brett Jody, Corey Dommel, and Glenn Barker have to make some decisions. The 3-1. Found in the netting behind home plate, 3-2. And if you feel like you're a marginal player, well, you really have to utilize these 10 days. If you feel like your roster spot's in jeopardy, you got 10 days to prove that you deserve to be here. The 3-2. Blooper in a shallow center. Ferris drifts back. He makes the catch. Staying at 3rd is Lentini. Unproductive out by Colvin. 2 away. Men in the corners. Top 6. 7-1. Ducks lead. Literally, you take away the top of the 3rd inning. This is a 1-1 game, but you can't. Here's Burrows. He's 2 for 3. Let's get through some other scores in the Atlantic League. Friday night activity. Bridgeport is in Texas. This is Bridgeport's 3rd trip to Sugar Land already this year. Fish down 1-0 in the 4th in Texas. New Britain blanked York 1-0 in a 2-hour, 14-minute game. Whoa. We need more of those. And Southern Maryland up 1-0 on Lancaster in the 7th in Maryland. A 2-hour, 14-minute, 9-inning game. Well, I guess it was 8.5 innings because New Britain did not have to bat in the 9th. And Burrows gets plunked on the forearm. So Burrows is hit by a pitch. Burrows like waddles when he runs. It's kind of interesting. It's like a little penguin out there. He's a good ball player, though. Base is loaded here. Puckett's 2 for 3. Began the season 2 for 25 against Somerset, but he's 2 for 3 tonight. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 7-1. Ducks lead in the 6th inning. In for a called strike, count 0-1. I mean, you really thought Somerset caught a break with Long Island having flown from Sugar Land to Newark today and having to rush to get to the field while Somerset got to sleep in their own beds last night. Puckett bloops this one to shallow center field. Kelly going back, it drops. And 2 runs score It's a 2 RBI single for Cody Puckett. He's 3 for 4 with 4 RBI. Ducks pouring it on. They lead 9-1 here in the 6th. Wow. Here comes Blanc, who has banged a 2-run homer in this one. What a game for Puckett. So Lentini scores, Ford scores, Burrow stops at second. 9 runs on 15 hits. Somerset has 1 run on 3 hits. This kind of reminds you of Game 3 of the Liberty Division Series. The series was tied at 1. I think the Ducks won by a final 9-4. Matt Zielinski was not very effective. And the Patriots had their backs against the wall. They needed to win Saturday and Sunday, go to the championship series last fall. And they got a complete Game 3 hit shutout from Will Oliver. And they got a complete Game 4 hit shutout from Roy Merritt. You're only as good as your next day's starting pitcher. The 0-2 from Sisk to Blanc, who was college teammates with Sean Bierman at the University of Tampa. Long set from Sisk. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bottom 6 coming up. Ducks lead 9-1 on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Next stop, TD Bank Ballpark. Join us at TD Bank Ballpark on June 14th for Revolutionary Spirit Night, when your Somerset Patriots battle the York Revolution.
Here at the ballpark, at True Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. True Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Let's pause for 10 seconds station identification of the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. Sparky Slider and General Admission are trying to hype everybody up and keep a smile on fans' faces. They're saying, hey guys, fireworks are still happening at the end of the game. Patriots trail 9-1, bottom 6. Here's Aaron Eggleston. Darren Downs in a groove. First pitch, Hackett. It's Eggleston. Ground ball to Burrows. Loses his hat. Steps in the base, and he tags him out. And Burrows has some words for Darren Downs. Looks a bit agitated out there. I think Burrows was mad that Downs didn't cover. Or maybe he's just giving Downs a hard time. But he kind of tapped him on the chest. Downs was late covering. Burrows fielded it, was ready to flip it to the pitcher, realized the pitcher's not running to first. I got to take it myself. Another 35-year-old's a bit winded. I think he was just teasing Downs. One out here. Downs has retired 8 in a row. He is setting down the Patriots. In for a called strike count, 0-1. Hold your applause, please. Bottom 6-1 out 0-1 count. 9-1. Ducks lead. Somerset has not lost too many laughers this year. In fact, coming into this game, their worst margin defeat was 6 runs. That was Tuesday night in Bridgeport. They lost 10-4. But tonight they're down 9-1. And the Ducks would creep within 1 in the loss column. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Puckett like a vacuum throw across the diamond in time. Oh, Cody Puckett's having some sort of game offensively and defensively. That took a funky hop off the lip of the grass. Backhanded it. Didn't even step into his throw and made it strongly across the diamond. 9 in a row set down by Darren Downs. Here's Larry's 0 for 2. In for a called strike count, 0-1. Now the count's 0-2. Downs is doing everything you want when you're arm of the big lead. He's not blowing you away. He's just pitching to the scoreboard. The 0-2. Up and away, count 1-2. Now, if the Ducks can win this one, they'd have to feel real confident they could at least take the series. On Sunday, they've got Jack Snodgrass going. Snodgrass struck out 12 Patriots in 6 innings. A week and a half ago, swung on and missed by LaHare. He's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. 10 in a row retired by Downs. Ducks are cruising. We're 2/3 the way through this contest. 9-1 Flock leads. 7th inning coming up right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
I'm what you call a clinical trial patient.
This is the bridge that connects the Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital to the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. It's how we link 4 hospitals to hundreds of cancer specialists, and where precision medicine, genomics, and clinical trials come together every day to bridge the gap between cancer and a cure.
Last chance, more like fighting chance.
Robert Wood Johnson Health System, leading the way to health.
Here's the Patriots My Rewards code for the game. The secret code is Duck Dynasty. So enter Duck Dynasty in the My Rewards section of the Somerset Patriots app to get rewarded. Again, today's rewards code is Duck Dynasty. Duck space Dynasty. Attention Patriot fans, Bridgewater Diner is a proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Located at 1244 Route 22 in Bridgewater, it's just a foul ball away from the ballpark. The Bridgewater Diner is a great place to meet and eat. Stop by the Bridgewater Diner before or after the game and enjoy great food and company. I'm not the biggest breakfast fan, but I do recommend the Bridgewater Diner chocolate chip pancakes. Top of the 7th, 9-1. Ducks lead the Patriots, and Evan Meek is in the pitch. The righty from Bellevue, Washington, currently resides in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Turned 33 years old earlier this month. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Numbers for Meek this season. 1-0, 4 games, 8.10 ERA. He's given up 8 hits and 5 runs in 3 1/3 innings pitched. Count 0-2 here to T. Cody. Want to see Meek get back on track here A lot of expectations with Meek, considering the fact he was a 2010 Major League Baseball All-Star 6 years ago as a reliever for the Pirates. He wasn't even their closer. He was a setup guy, and he made the All-Star team. Swing and a miss. Cody down on 3 pitches. One out here in the 7th, 9-1 Ducks lead. Here's Wessinger, who's 0 for 3. He's one of 2 Ducks without a hit. Now T. Cody is giving the scouting report to his teammates in the dugout on Evan Meek. It's the first time ever in Patriot franchise history they actually have 2 former MLB All-Stars on their team at the same time. And Evan Meek and Brian LaHare, who's the DH tonight. Ground ball to third, picked up by Jones across the diamond. 2 outs. Well, I know the score is not looking good for Somerset, but they have played solid defense. They have yet to commit an error tonight. And they have made at least 1 error in 12 of their last 13 games. But look, these kind of games are going to happen. It was just 1 bad half inning. If you take away the top of the 3rd, this is a 3-1 game. Here's Lentini looking for a 4-hit game. You know, sometimes you do better when you don't take batting practice because you don't really think. You just kind of grip it and rip it. You wake and rake. And that's exactly what happened with Long Island today. And it's happened with Somerset before, too. I know Jody's like canceled BP, and the guys will end up pounding out double-digit runs and hits. Heck, on Sundays, nobody takes batting practice in the Atlantic League. In for a called strike, count 1-1. But batting practice isn't just about batting practice, it's also fielding practice, too. Because when you're not hitting in your group, you're either taking fly balls or taking grounders. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. It's just a good activity to get loose and kind of stand at the clubhouse. We'll see if both teams take batting practice tomorrow. The weather does not look promising. The 1-2. Fisted behind home plate, foul. 1-2 count, 2 outs. 9-1 Ducks lead. Top of the 7th inning. Meek looking for a clean 7th here. Needs to get his confidence back. Meek played in Japan last year. The 1-2. Fouled on top of the sweet level above me. Patriots began the evening 2.5 up on the Long Island Ducks. 2 in the loss column, 3 in the win column. Somerset does own the tiebreaker no matter what happens this weekend. The 1-2 to Lentini. Jammed him on the breaking ball. Popped up into right. Guzman rolls in to make the catch. Get up and stretch your extremities if you're enjoying our coverage on your couch at home. Patriots trail 9-1, bottom 7 next on ESPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Welcome to the brand new Somerset Patriots app. What is an app? Everything Somerset Patriots, all at your fingertips. The Patriots My Rewards program. Download this free app today at the Apple Store or Google Play. I might not know what an app is, but this one is really fun.
If your child is facing a special health challenge, from chronic illness or autism to spinal cord injuries or developmental delays, it can feel like a long road ahead. But Children's Specialized Hospital is with you for every step, with the nation's most advanced care in multiple locations. And we bring your whole family by our side, adding your expertise to ours. Because working together, we can bring children further than you've ever imagined.
Children's Specialized Hospital.
Create an all-season sanctuary you'll love. For the month of May, enjoy 10% off custom-designed sunrooms from Somerville Aluminum. Plus, get 10% off our superior high-performance siding. Visit SomervilleAluminum.com to get started on your next project today. One part invigorating, one part relaxing, the Tea Tree Experience. It's something you need to try. Ask your Supercut stylist for the Tea Tree Experience. Find a location near you at supercuts.com. Fans enjoying the Cotton Eye Joe in the entrance plaza. Their season ticket holder Johnny Regan doing the dance, flanked by Nick, our tremendous ticket salesman. Bottom 7, Patriots lead 9-1. Well, that's something to smile about. Hopefully Somerset fans can smile about some on-field heroics as well. Patriots have 9 outs to make some magic happen. At least we know there will be fireworks after the game, so that will make everybody in a good mood. Darren Downs is in a groove. Darren Downs has retired 10 in a row. Oh, and would this be an ideal game for the Long Island Ducks? You could get a complete game out of Darren Downs. We'll check on his pitch count in a moment. And you could get a win and then really preserve your bullpen for the next 2 nights. Downs is at 83 pitches through 6 innings. The 1-0. It's less than 15 an inning. Swing and a miss, count 1-1 here to Fields, who was doubled and struck out. The Patriots have 3 hits, a double by Fields, an RBI single by Jones, and then a single by Ferris in the 3rd to extend his hitting streak to 10. That's it. Somerset has not even walked. Fouled at home plate. Downs has struck out 8, walked none, giving up 3 hits and 1 run in 6+ innings. 8 strikeouts for Downs. Robinson has 3 Ks. LaHare has 2. 1-2 count here to Fields, who has 1 of those 8 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Matt Fields now has 36 strikeouts. The only one with more in the Atlantic League, James Simmons at 37. 11 in a row retired by Darren Downs. Came into this game with a 3.25 ERA and a 2-1 record. Here's Guzman. Low and in, count 1-0. You know, it's getting to that point of the season where you just want to see some production at Carlos Guzman. You know, it's May 20th and he's hitting 196. In for a called strike, count 1-1. I mean, Somerset wanted Carlos Guzman over Michael Burgess. And I understood the move. Guzman played in 135 games last year. Guy hit 276, 10 home runs, was an all-star with Camden. In for a called strike, count 1-2. He was in a 1-for-30 drought, had a good game, and now he's kind of back to a lull. He has struck out, and he flew out to the warning track and left. I mean, even when he hits the ball well, he's not getting any breaks. The 1-2 here to the Brooklyn native. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the struggles for Guzman continue to mount. Darren Downs has struck out 10 batters, and he's walked none. The Ducks' record is 14 Ks, done by Mike Lurie and Rich Hill. For most strikeouts by a player in one game, Snodgrass had 12 2 weeks ago against Somerset. Cue shot on the first base line. You know, this is just one of those games where you just kind of tip your cap and say, you know what, you got beat. But what was frustrating about those Bridgeport and Lancaster games this past week is that Somerset hurt themselves. They're just getting beat by a good pitcher tonight. That's all. It's baseball, the 0-1. Low and in, 1-1. Ducks have a good team. You knew Somerset was going to come down to earth eventually. They weren't going to run the table at 140-0, and you knew the Ducks were not going to be 1-6, play 1-6 baseball the rest of the season. The way they started the year, they're 15-5 in their last 20 games. It's a good team. Ground ball softly at the short. Wedginger charges on the grass, flicks the wrist, throws to first. Got him. Through 7. 9-1 Ducks lead. 8th inning coming up on the new talk radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
Since 1998, Carrier Clinic has been a proud sponsor of the Somerset Patriots. Their camp is over 350 acres, and we were really pleased to talk with Donald Parker, the CEO, earlier in this game. Thomas Esplauder Roofing, LLC, is your local roofing experts proudly serving Somerset County. You can call them at 732-560-8311 or visit them online at thomasbellardoroofing.com. Mike Thomas. No, it's Matt Bywater in the pitch. 9-1 Ducks lead, top of the 8th inning, and Matt Bywater is pitching for Somerset. Bywater started on Wednesday night. He threw 31 pitches, 16 balls, 15 strikes. He walked 3, hit a batter, lasted 2/3 of an inning, and the bullpen had to pick him up and throw 8 1/3 scoreless. So Bywater is in. He's 0-1 in 4 games with a 7.11 ERA. 14 strikeouts, 13 walks for Bywater. And here comes Ruben Gotay, hitting .316 on the season. Bywater has struggled with command this year. 14 strikeouts, 13 walks. First pitch popped up in the air. Matt Fields in front of the first base bag in foul territory grabs it with a 6'5" frame. 1 out here in the 8th. And here comes Lou Ford, who's 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. If you're just joining us, this was a 1-1 game heading into the top of the 3rd inning, and the wheels fell off for Somerset. Mickey Story gave up 8 hits and 6 runs in that top of the 3rd inning. He gave up 6 straight hits to Ford, Colvin, Burrows, Puckett, Blanc, and T. Cody. The big blast in that inning was a 2 RBI double by Puckett with the bags full, and then a 2-run home run by Blanc after a mound visit from pitching coach Corey Dommel. Puckett has 3 hits and 4 RBI today. Blanc has 3 hits and 3 RBI today. It's been the 6 and 7 hitters that have done majority of the damage. They're responsible for 7 of the 9 RBI. Meanwhile, Darren Downs has retired 13 in a row. Downs is at 93 pitches through 7 innings. There's no activity in the Duck pen. He struck out 10, walked none. He will come back for the 8th inning. And this really reminds you of the outing Darren Downs had in Game 2 of the Liberty Division Series when he threw 7 innings of 2-hit no-run baseball. A one-hopper to third. Jones steps into the throw across the diamond, and there's 2 outs. But pitching coach Marty Jansen has to be really pleased.
Now batting the left fielder, Anthony
Here's Anthony Vega. He's going to come in for Tyler Colvin. Don't think anything's wrong with Colvin with a lopsided game. Just want to get a reserve in Vega some time. Vega did a nice job of filling in for the injured Delta Cleary Jr., but the Ducks needed a more prolific bat, so that's why they acquired Tyler Colvin. And they put Anthony Vega back on the bench. Inside, count 1-1 here to Vega, hitting .250 on the season. He's also played for Southern Maryland. Matt Bywater is from Thousand Oaks, California. He's a 6'3" lefty on the hill. The 1-1. Looper down the left field line foul. He was in the Frontier League last year. Went to Pepperdine University. Majored in advertising. He grew up idolizing Clayton Kershaw. He's a big Dodger fan, being from SoCal. He's a tall lefty, just like Clayton Kershaw. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the most effective we've seen from Matt Bywater. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Patriots trying to snap a Darren Downs consecutive batters retired streak. They trail by 8 on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Those suffering with mental illness or addiction need care. Not just any care, but compassionate care, given here at Carrier Clinic. Our doors first opened in 1910 in Belmead, New Jersey. Here, our heritage of providing compassionate care was born. Today, Carrier Clinic is New Jersey's largest independent, not-for-profit behavioral health care system. With our newest construction program, the largest in our history now complete, our heritage continues, offering enhanced programs that incorporate mind and body wellness therapies to patients throughout the tri-state area. Carrier Clinic's compassionate care is a commitment that starts with an understanding of an individual's unique situation and condition. Carefully planned interior spaces and secure guest quarters offers patients a quiet, healing environment, as well as the beneficial fellowship of others. Daily selections of delicious meals prepared by our resident chef are served in a friendly and supportive environment. Carrier's compassionate care includes personalized medication programs and therapeutic sessions. Daily doctor and patient sessions work towards developing an individualized wellness and recovery plan. Group therapy sessions of specialized adolescent, adult, and older adult each work to address their different life stages, situations, and problems. Carrier Clinic is achieving wellness beyond medicine. We're redefining behavioral health care with spiritual support, equine, music, and art therapy. We've earned the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval. Our compassionate care can even include helpful therapy sessions with family members. Today, Carrier Clinic is one of the most trusted names in behavioral health care. While our construction is finished, our commitment of compassionate care to those suffering with mental illness or addiction never ends.
For his last 6 at the plate. He's driven in the only Patriot run this evening on an RBI single. Thanks so much for spending part of your Friday evening with me. Fireworks still to come, and maybe a dramatic victory. First, Somerset needs a base runner. Fastball away, 1-0. Darren Downs has retired 13 in a row. He just threw his 94th pitch. He has struck out 10, walked none, given up 3 hits and 1 run. He's been awesome. The 1-0 is looped into left center, down for a base hit. A multi-hit game for Mike Jones, who cruises into second with a leadoff double. That is the first base runner / first hit for Somerset since the 3rd inning. And Jones has 2 of their 4 hits. Jones is now 6 for his last 7 at the plate. So runner on second, nobody out. Patriots are trailing 9-1 in the 8th, and that's a start. Just start getting base runners. Chip away. Kelly 0 for 2, average down to 281. It wasn't too long ago this guy was hitting 381. Low and in, count 1-0. Hey, you got to respect Somerset. How about this? It's a 9-1 game. Everybody's in the top step of the dugout. You know, a lot of teams will be building sandcastles in the dugout. Everybody's in the top step. That is impressive. Team's down 8 in the 8th inning. And not one person's on the bench. 2-0 count here to Kelly. There is a righty loosening up in the Ducks bullpen. I think it's Frank DeJulio Jr. In for a called strike, count 2-1. Kelly sitting at 11 RBI this season. He scored the go-ahead run. Jeremy Horst will start tomorrow night. He's pictured on your screen on the far left if you're watching on SPN.TV. Ground ball sneaks up the middle. Diving stop by Wessinger. And he has no play. It's an infield single for Scott Kelly. Patriots had 3 hits through 7 innings. They have back-to-back hits to start the 8th. And with the pitch count nearing 100, Darren Downs definitely could be tiring. And Marty Jansen is going to come out and calm him down. First mound visit for Jansen as Frank DeJulio Jr. continues to warm up deep down the left field line. Here's Trayvon Robinson. He's trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Struck out, swinging in the 3rd, swinging in the 5th, and looking in the 1st. Men on the corners, nobody out. Patriots down 9-1, bottom 8. Just start chipping away here. Chopper down the 3rd baseline, foul. Count 0-1. Robinson hitting .268 on this season, with 2 homers and 9 RBI. Breaking ball swung and a miss, 0-2, and Jones is Robinson is 1 strike away from the golden sombrero. This is a guy who had been so consistent, hit safely in 16 of his last 18 games. Men on the corners, nobody out. 9-1 Ducks lead, bottom 8. Throw over to check on Kelly. Robinson needs to choke up in the bat. I guarantee you Downs will throw a slider down and in towards the back foot of Trayvon Robinson. The righty needs to stop swinging at that pitch. That is not a strike. It appears a strike, but it dies in the zone. If you lay off it, it will be a ball. The 0-2. He throws the slider down and in. Not enough command on that pitch. Count 1-2. Downs has not walked a batter tonight. Struck out 10. His pitch count is at 102. 103rd pitch from Downs on its way. The 1-2. There's that slider down and in near the back foot, and Robinson on his 4th at bat is starting to lay off that pitch. Count 2-2. Downs has been impressive. 31 years old. Made 12 starts with the Ducks last year and 1 in the postseason. This is his 6th this year. The 2-2. Fouled, and this lands right in my booth. And let's see where this ball landed. We'll give it to a kid, if I can find it. Oh, I do. There we go. So, wow. Trayvon shot one right in my booth, and yeah, we had to give it to the fan down below. I am not one of those middle-aged men that like hoards baseballs. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the golden sombrero for Trayvon Robinson. I think that is the 3rd time the ball has landed in my booth. 2nd here at TD Bank Ballpark. Where was the other? I think the other was Camden. So a long walk back to the bench for Trayvon Robinson. Here's Vinny Zerillo. He'll pinch hit for Aaron Eggleston. Yeah, get the youngster in the bat right here and let Aaron take the rest of the night off. Give your veteran a rest. Men in the corners, 1 out. 9-1, Ducks lead, bottom of the 8th. Breaking ball in for a called strike, 0-1. Zerillo hitting .280, no homers, and 8 RBI. Zerillo has 8 RBI in 10 games. Last year, he only had 5 RBI in 23 games. He's the youngest member of the team at 23 years old. Had the game-winning hit last night in extra innings. And he loops one to deep left field. Going back, it's Vega. He makes the catch, tagging and scoring. It's Michael Jones. 9th RBI in 11 games for Vinny Zerillo. The Patriots are within 7, down a touchdown at 9-2. So good situational hitting by the youngster. Just his 2nd year of pro ball. Here's Ferris. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Downs has been great. Up and away, count 1-0. 11 strikeouts for Downs, no walks. He's allowed 2 runs on 5 hits. .108 pitches thus far for Downs. Count 2-0. This is one of those games where you just kind of bottle it up and throw it away. The 2-0. Ground ball to the 3rd baseline foul, count 2-1. This will be the last inning for Downs. I don't think they'll let him go complete game. There's just no need to. He did his job. He did more than enough. At one point, he retired 13 batters in a row. Frank DeJulio Jr. is ready to come in when called upon. The 2-1. Ferris rips one down the right field line, foul. Count 2-2. 2 outs, 9-2 Ducks lead, bottom of the 8th inning. We'll be on the air tomorrow night, 7 o'clock straight up, and Sunday at 1 o'clock. Off day Monday, then 3 here at home with Sugar Land. First of a 6-game homestand, off to a bit of a bumpy start. A lot of turbulence with this one. The 2-2. Down the 3rd baseline, kicks foul out of play. Back in it by Puckett, but it was indeed foul, says James Ramsey. Two here to Ferris. Ferris hitting over 300. Long Island up 9-2. The 2-2. Hit into shallow right field. Coming in is Lentini. Hauls it in, inning over. Patriots trail 9-2 through 8 right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Unfortunately, Brian Dowd, we did not have a Char Steakhouse hit the net home run. But you can go to customer service and pick up a gift card to go eat at Char Steakhouse. Char Steakhouse, it's rare to find something this well done.
Hey everybody, it's time for our Healthy Choice race, brought to you by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Our contestants are down the right field line. We've got our carrot, our blueberry, and our apple. And I'm here with Juliana, and she's going to try to guess tonight's winner. So Juliana, who do you think it's going to be? The carrot, the blueberry, or the apple? Apple. She says the apple, so let's see who it is. Contestants, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Oh, and that apple is out to a fast start. My goodness. It looks like our apple has qualified for the Olympics, a record time. So that means, Juliana, you are a winner. This is for you. You get a $10 gift voucher to our Horizon Healthy Choice concession stand. Congratulations. That apple will see you in Rio in a few months. And a big thank you to Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Your sight and smile are important parts of your total health. Visit horizonblue.com/plans to enroll today.
Hey fans, over here we've got a post-game fireworks show coming your way at the conclusion of today's ball.
We are through 8 innings, and the Ducks have a very comfortable 9-2 lead. Just had the fruit race here at the ballpark, and the apple beat out the other two fruits. What is that, cantaloupe and blueberry? And digging in for the Ducks to start things off in the 9th inning, it's Sean Burrows. Bywater remains in the game. He threw a 1-2-3 8th inning. Downs went 113 pitches, 8 innings, 11 strikeouts, no walks, 5 hits, 2 runs. And there's no activity in the Ducks bullpen. I have to believe that Frank DeJulio Jr. is just finished warming up and he's ready to come in when called upon. I don't know if they'd pitch Darren Downs in the 9th. Ground to first. Bywater field shovels it to Bywater. 1 out. Here's Puckett. Puckett 3 for 4 with 4 RBI. Just one bad top of the 3rd inning. 8 hits and 6 runs in that inning. That is the difference in this one. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show after this. No highlights for you, but we'll run through the entirety of this game, give out some well-deserved thank yous, and look ahead to the middle game of this 3-game weekend set. To the best-run franchise in the Atlantic League in Long Island and Somerset squaring off. Puckett dribbles this one to third, picked up by Jones. Throws a dart across the diamond for the out. 5 up, 5 down for Matt Bywater. He looks extremely sharp. Here's Mike Blanc. Blanc's 2-run home run really put this game out of reach. He made the score go from 5-1 to 7-1. Literally, it was the very next pitch after a mound visit from Corey Dommel. And you don't want to see that happen. I mean, that's like in football, calling a timeout and then having a false start on the very first play out of a timeout. I mean, that's why you called the timeout. That's why you had the pitcher's mound, to avoid those kind of problems. Low and in, the pitcher's visit, and that's why it just can't happen. Or in the NBA, calling a timeout, then you have a 5-second count. You can't get the ball in bounds. The 1-1. Weak ground ball to third. This will be a tough play for Mike Jones. In on the grass, gets some. Mike Jones having himself some sort of game. Multi-hit game. He scored a run. Couple nice web gems in the field. The last 48 hours have been nice for Jones. Bywater, 6 up, 6 down for the lefty, who needed that for his confidence. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Somerset down 9-2 right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need
Sorry.
help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Looking for a great deal in a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Affinity Federal Credit Union, banking, investing, advising. Learn how you can love something better at www.joinaffinity.com. Dave Race doing a superb job as our radio board op. I'm Justin Answell with a simulcast here on SPN.TV. So like I figured, Darren Downs is done. 113 pitches, 11 strikeouts, no walks. Gives up 5 hits and 2 runs. He's in line for his 3rd win of the season in 6 starts. And he'll pass the baton to a righty hurler named Frank DeJulio Jr. He was on the Ducks team that won the wild card last year. 6'3", 210-pound righty from Hudson, Florida. Numbers for DeJulio. 6 games, 1-0 record, 5 scoreless innings pitched from DeJulio. Here's LaHare. First pitch in for a called strike, 0-1. Well, the dugout's got to be saying, oh, thank goodness Darren Downs is out of this game. We have a chance to win. I mean, that's the mindset you got to have right now if you're Somerset. They need a touchdown to tie this thing up. Hit through the right side for a base hit. I mean, they have to have a 99-yard drive right now. And LaHare starts things off with a knock through the right side. Hey, just keep getting base runners, and eventually you'll have the tying run of the plate. That's got to be the mindset. Here's Fields, 1 for 3 with a double. He is the most prolific run producer in the league with 19 RBI. Patriots trail 9-2, bottom of the 9th. Runner on first, nobody out. They're not even holding on LaHare. The pitch from DeJulio. Low and away, count 1-0. So Baez got everything he wanted from Downs and more. And now it's up to DeJulio, who's yet to give up a run in 6 appearances, to put the finishing touches on the series opening victory for the Flock. The 1-0. Upstairs, count 2-0. Long Island trying to go 16-5 in their last 21 games. Meanwhile, if Somerset loses, since their 13-0 start, they would be a pedestrian 6-10. The 2-0 here to Fields. Swing and a miss. Count 2-1. The only knock on Matt Fields is that he strikes out a lot. He's an awesome guy, spiritual, religious, humble, power hitter. He strikes out a lot, but there's nothing really wrong with that. A lot of power hitters strike out a lot. Breaking ball in for a called strike, 2-2. Fields has struck out the 2nd most times in the Atlantic League, 36. Only James Simmons has more on York with 37. The 2-2. Dribbled, fouled in the third baseline. Laher off first. He started this inning with a single. Somerset down by 7. The 2-2. Breaking ball up. Count 3-2. Hey, you'd love to get Fields aboard here. And you got Guzman on deck. The 3-2 here to Matt, a 255 hitter. Up and in, he walked him. Here we go. 2 on, no one out. Patriots down 9-2 in the bottom of the ninth. Look, this team is not going to quit. They're not going to give away at bats. And they have some confidence because they know Darren Downs out of this game. And here comes Guzman. Guzman 4 for his last 33. Average at 194. 2 on, no one out. He has 2 strikeouts and a flyout to the warning track in left center. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. First pitch, up and away, 1-0. And Frank DeJulio Jr. is trying to just blow fastballs by people. He's got to take some velo off these pitches and command and throw strikes. Two on, no one out in the ninth. Somerset trying for an epic rally. Guzman takes a breaking ball, slips in for a strike. Count 1-1 here for Carlos, who's played for the Road Warriors, York, AAA with the Mets, the New Jersey Jackals, the Rockland Boulders, Camden River Sharks, Somerset Patriots. This guy has been around everywhere. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. The ball gets through the legs of Blanc. That'll be a pass ball that went right through his legs, right through the 5-hole. And the runners scoot to second and third via the pass ball. So second and third, nobody out. And here comes Guzman. A single probably only scores 1. Look, Glenn Barker's not going to run the Patriots out of an inning here. It's okay to go station to station. It's about base runners, not runs at this point when you're down 9-2. The 1-2 to Guzman, who's 4 for his last 33. Infield back obviously plays to first. You give up a run. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Guzman way out in front. And his struggles just continue. It is frustrating for Carlos Guzman. Just one of the best guys on this team has just had a really tough 6-week stretch. And here's Yovan Gonzalez. 1 out, 2 on. 9-2. The Ducks lead. Upstairs, count 1-0. Long set from DeJulio. Breaking ball inside. Count 2-0. How about this stat? Somerset began the year 11-1 at home. But they're on the verge of having a 3-game home losing streak. They lost the final 2 to the Barnstormers and the verge of losing this one to start the series at home. They're on the wrong side of things. The 2-0. Up and away, 3-0. Well, now Yovan Gonzalez can take a nap. He can cuddle up in the right side of the batter's box. There's no way he's swinging here on a 3-0 count with his team down 9-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning with runners on second and third and first base open. There's no way he swings. The 3-0. Inside. He jumped out of the way, insinuating he thought that was ball 4. A little too much histrionics there from Gonzalez. That was a strike, count 3-1. Crowd getting restless. Guys, that was a strike. Jovan tried to sell it. Count 3-1 here to Gonzalez. Infield back, 1 out. The pitch to the righty, from the righty, is looped on top of the sweet level above me. And now the count's full at 3-2. So good job by DeJulio. Somerset's only drawn 1 walk tonight. Second and third, 1 out. Patriots trailing 9-2. The pitch from DeJulio, who's yet to give up a run this season. Ground ball to the third base line. Jumping out of the way is Glenn Barker in the third base coach's box. Well, if there's one positive tonight, Somerset did not make an error, and they had really been struggling defensively. They committed 9 errors in their last 6 games. Ducks scored 6 in the third to highlight their offensive outburst. They lead 9-2, bottom 9, 1 out. The payoff pitch to Jovan Gonzalez. Soft ground ball to third. Puckett gobbles it up, throw across the diamond. LaHare scores in the RBI ground out. And it's now a 9-3 score here in the 9th inning. Field stays at second with their 2 outs. You obviously play the infield back there. You don't care about that run at third. So Gonzalez gets himself an RBI. Gonzalez ends up going 0 for 4 tonight, but picks up his 9th RBI this season. Here comes Michael Jones. 4 hits last night, 2 hits tonight. 6 hits in his last 7 at-bats. Runner on second, 2 outs. Patriots down to their final out. Popped up, foul side of first. Sean Burrows near the camera well, leaning over, and he cannot make the catch. Runs out of real estate. After the game, stay tuned via radio for an extended post-game show. We'll give out some quick thank yous and put a bow on this game on our TV side of things as soon as the final out is recorded. Oh, 1 count, 2 outs, Fields off second. Story would get the loss, Downs would get the win, nobody in line for the save. The 0-1. Jones rips it foul behind home plate, and now the count's 0-2. Well, it's been a long day for the Long Island Ducks, but they'll be able to smile when they get back to the Clarion Hotel, knowing that they would have shrunk their deficit to just a game and a half in the Liberty Division standings. Ducks were 1-6 their first 7 games. Patriots were 7-0 during that time period. So Somerset had a 6-game lead, and that 6-game lead has shrunk to a game and a half. The 0-2 to Jones. Lays off the breaking ball away. Count 1-2. Fields off second, 2 outs. 9-3 Ducks lead. Bottom of the 9th inning. The 1-2 here to Jones from Frank DeJulio Jr. Michael hitting .262 on the year. No homers, 10 RBI. Weak ground ball to shortstop. Fielded by Wessinger. Throw to first. Jones is out. And the Ducks put an exclamation point on game 1 of this crucial series and win by a final score, tripling up Somerset 9-3. 9 runs, 15 hits, 1 error for Long Island. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Somerset. If you enjoyed our coverage on SPN.TV, we thank you so much. I'm Justin Ansel. I want to thank Andy Selecki and Mark Schwartz doing a great job producing this telecast. Really do appreciate it. Darren Downs, player of the game. He was unbelievable. Struck out 11, walked none in 8 innings. He gave up 5 hits and 2 runs to really stymie the Patriots offense. And Mickey Story takes the loss. He had 1 rocky inning. He gave up 8 hits and 6 runs in that 3rd inning. That was the difference in this game. The Ducks did not take batting practice before the game, but they took batting practice during the game. So the final score, 9-3, Ducks defeat the Patriots. It's now a game-and-a-half lead for Somerset in the Liberty Division race. We're going to step aside when we come back. Post-game fireworks coming up, and we'll have the post-game show brought to you by Flemington Department Store right here in the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.